Alrighty, the gamers. Hope you all had a fantastic afternoon so far, because now it's time to hop into Bridget release week FT7 matches with surprisingly balanced roster and only a couple of Bridgets today. So, welcome to all of you gamers, both old and new, to our show. You're watching Bounty Hunters, a first to 7 show match event for Guilty Gear Strive, featuring not just the shiniest stars of the community, but players across all skill levels. Skill levels. We are skill lovers. Is that a Freudian slip?
Maybe.
All right, and as you might expect, I might take a guess, I'm gonna be guided today by the voices of yours truly, as well as ULTINEET from the Finnish FGC. Welcome.
Hi.
Yeah, so we've actually had all sorts of weeks in terms of DLC character releases. Sometimes there are tons of players who want to play the new character, such as we had with Baiken, I think. Baiken was one of the most popular weeks. But sometimes, you know, very, very few people who want to play the new one, like today.
No brisket sweep.
I mean, 2 is still a pretty decent amount, but what do you think, Neat? Is Bridget just not that kind of a character that people want to rush to play in hordes?
I'm not actually sure. Like, she felt kind of like there's stuff to unlock. So I guess people are still kind of working on it. So they might just be like, I'll play with Bridget later when I have a sick Oki and 4-way mix-up that generates enough tension to power up the sun and all that.
Right. I think that's like my number one argument as well. And like from a slightly different point of view, I think because Bridget is not straightforward and takes development, and people like hopping in and people like being able to take wins with very little effort, especially like players who just love to cruise around characters quite a bit. There's always the DLC character release dance where a lot of people are hopping on the new character and then hopping out eventually. So if you have a character like Bridget who arguably takes a little bit of training mode time, you're probably not going to see as many people hopping on board. Like comparing to Baiken, for example, who is, I would argue, pretty straightforward. Yeah, it's probably the ease of use. But who knows?
I mean, I think Bridget's ease of use was marked as 4 out of 5, so she should be pretty easy, but...
She can definitely get a lot out of her base kit. Like, just having long-range buttons is pretty amazing. And having, like, good hit confirms, or I'm not actually sure how good her hit confirms are, but she does have hit confirms from really full, like, long-range, half screen away, and that's fairly unique to only a couple of characters, so you already have, you know, all sorts of advantages. And speaking of Bridget, let's talk a little bit about what Bridget has turned out to be, what community has observed past her release week. I think
I'm glad Potemkins don't have to live in fear. At least.
Yeah, Bridget is definitely, I would say, in my opinion, very well-rounded and just has a lot of stuff in her kit. I wouldn't want to go as far as to call her a Swiss Army knife, per se, but she does feel like she is able to perform like various tasks from multiple different archetypes, which is kind of interesting. Like she does have that Axel kind of vibe, can zone. Then again, she also has that Ino kind of vibe. When you get when you get a heart knockdown, you can just loop your Oki endlessly until your opponent guesses right. And yeah, she can neutral skip, so that gives her sort of like an ability to, I guess, rush down as well. She has all kinds of stuff in her toolkit. And on top of being able to perform like various existing roles, she has tools that are completely unique to her as well, in the sense that, you know, no one else in the game has an equivalent option so far.
Like, do you have an example?
Yeah, for example, Kickstart My Heart is
yeah,
like,
sure.
What other character has a move that under like half a second just breezes across the screen and with the use of 50 meter can force your your game to start? I don't think it is like, maybe Soul to some extent with Grand Viper, but
Beyblade?
yeah, kinda. Kinda. But there's not a whole lot of characters that can actually do that. And if you think about it, like, if we think about Happy Chaos, for example, how many, like Soul, Nago, can those characters actually use those tools to just skip past that? You know, are those moves fast enough to skip into the pressure by just paying 50 meter? I don't think so. But Kickstart might actually be able to plummet you over to Happy Chaos like fast enough so that there's like sort of very little that you can do about it unless you hard rate it.
I mean, in the previous patch when Nago didn't have the Fukio buff yet, that you can cancel Fukio into other specials, then the main thing to get onto Happy Chaos was to wait till he starts loading the gun or focusing, and then you do 6x PRC Beyblade to him. So you just get in under a second.
But then, what else does she have? Multiple usable, arguably very strong anti-airs, which is a good start. 6p, of course, performs like all 6ps. Too heavy. Higher hitting angle for you know, if you want to hit places where 6ps usually don't hit. She has range, she has sort of a projectile and a lot of pokes that can function in the role of a projectile. Mobility for days, her yo-yo can give her angles that other characters don't have access to, as well as give her airtime that no other character rivals. And, you know, with that said yo-yo approach, a lot of, you know, ways to mix up her approach trajectories. So that in that kind of sense, she does feel like Ino or even Raven from Exert.
I mean, that's what I was thinking about, because I'm getting some Raven vibes, and I'm like, maybe I should just try her out a little bit. But I'm super lazy, so I'm just waiting for everyone else to lab all the optimals out.
Honestly,
I'll try
same.
her myself.
Yeah, I think that's a very safe way to approach it. Also, like, speaking of tools that are kind of Raven-like, her command grab has certain similarities to Raven as well, being like very slow, very easy to react to, but it has certain utility. And especially with Bridget, you can use her command grab from when she's airborne, which actually makes it pretty tricky. Like, the command grab can look like a lot of jump-ins depending on how you set it up. So it complements her yo-yo game a lot of.
Also, about the movement, the one thing that also reminded me of Raven was when she, you know, when you have the yo-yo set and then she does I can't remember the names. She does the zoom in onto the yo-yo, but then you can control it somewhat. And it kind of reminded me of Raven glide cancel shenanigans.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad that the other people other than me see the similarities to Raven. Like, I never.
I mean, I was looking at the and I was like, that reminds me of Raven a lot, but I don't want to say it out loud in case I sound just stupid and I'm just coping hard for my Birdman.
I mean, honestly, I didn't play ACPR Bridget all that much, but the Strive variation of Bridget does like kind of seem like more like Raven than Bridget from ACPR. Maybe that's a really, really hot take, but that's sort of how it appears to me.
I respect it. I can get behind it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll probably try Bridget at some point when someone else has done all the work for me, because I'm really lazy.
All right, but we do have the players of our first match already ready to go, raring to go. Skeleytonz, Goat Lewis from Poland versus Juusoh, Happy Chaos from Finland. Straight off the bat, we got Skeleytonz making their debut not only on Bounty Hunters, but also on ACPR from yesterday, if you were watching our EU FT7 plus R event. I think these guys match... These guys are a pretty decent match, because
So instead of reflecting on themselves,
I think Skeleytonz definitely is on the grind to get to higher levels on Strive, whereas Juusoh hasn't either played Strive all that much, and especially on Happy Chaos, still needs... I talked to Juusoh before announcing the matchup, and he said that they definitely would love to get a matchup where they don't get blown up, because they're still on that sort of training arc kind of place. I feel like this might be a...
Is it just me, or is this looking kind of choppy?
It does kind of look choppy. Hopefully it's only on the spectator side.
Yeah. I mean, at least players don't seem to mind. Let's assume it's just us.
I think Finland, Poland should have a pretty decent routing, but
Yeah, it should
I mean,
be fine.
It's internet magic. What do we know? Sometimes it's just doesn't work very well. This looks super choppy though.
This looks super choppy. Oh no.
Alright, so matchup-wise, of course, my intuition tells me Happy Chaos. If the Happy Chaos player is able to pull off, you know, all the usual Happy Chaos things, this should be pretty difficult for Gold Lewis to approach. Oh wow, just using all of that meter. That's kind of cool, because the Ion Cannon super was sort of covering your, you know, super on block. And I guess it ended up working out for Skeleytonz.
Mm-hmm.
God, it looks just so choppy.
It's looking so choppy. I'm getting so distracted.
I guess we'll see after the first match what the players think. Ooh, out of concentration.
Concentration.
Ooh, good 6B.
Oh, no. Ooh. Somehow misses the drone completely. Skeleytonz on a well. I don't know.
Nice. The curse throw can be considered a mobility tool to a certain extent for Happy Chaos. It does move him backwards. God, this is so choppy. Finally, the super comes out. And the 2S cleans the house. As the usual approach RPS against Happy Chaos, you're trying to guess whether he's gonna throw the curse and back off, or run at you and try to press buttons. If you think Happy Chaos is gonna run at you, you'll probably want to press buttons preemptively, because like, even if Happy Chaos has really good buttons, they still don't have like a crap ton of disjoints. So as long as you have something in there, you can usually beat him coming in.
No.
Oh, nice. That's a nice call out.
Bigger gun.
Bigger wins this time, or does it? Still.
Oh no, this is gonna hit.
I think Juusoh hit a button here. Yeah, the recovery for Happy Chaos moves is usually massive, which is of course complemented by your ability to pull out the gun and cover your whiffs. But if you catch Happy Chaos like that, yeah.
Yeah, Juusoh said that this is apparently super laggy.
Yeah, this looks hella laggy.
This looks 196
Wow.
5 problem. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's gonna be up to the players, because that...
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't continue the match myself with that amount of flag, but obviously it will depend on what the players want to do. If
I mean, they seem to be going so. Let's see, maybe it's got better.
I really do hope so. Ooh, the 6 heavy hits. And juusoh able to pull out some pretty decent B&B combos. This will, of course, reload your gun. We'll have to maintain the control over.
Goomba jump. Oh no.
He's gonna recover in time. No.
So much damage. I keep forgetting how paper made this boy is.
Yeah, and it really doesn't matter, no matter who you are. I think Gold Lewis, once they get a hit on pretty much anybody in the cast, it can mean, you know, your expected win percentage for that round.
Completely?
Yeah, that happened earlier as well. Being a little too close. There's a little bit of a dead zone for some of those coffin swings. The strange are the ways of Behemoth Typhoon. Oh no!
That was so high!
But he just
Everest first.
I really compliment the effort, like immediately going into quotations DP after whipping the burst. Kinda if juusoh is gonna miss that burst punish, they're gonna eat that massive amount of damage from the super. YRC, get off me. Super important for.
This is the gun. Okay.
There we go.
I don't mind.
With the use of the curse, tracking well enough. I think even if your opponent is cursed, sometimes there's a little bit of RNG if they're dashing at you, whether the targeting reticle will be in the right place. But more often than not, if you do have the curse, it should track.
Again. Okay. Drop the combo. Nice.
All right, take it simple. Break the wall for Happy Chaos. Breaking the wall is kind of you would much rather break it if you can, especially against characters like Gold Lewis who are pretty easy to zone out. Ooh, the trade.
I'm surprised that they traded, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that goes to show that as long as you kind of have your buttons out, Happy Chaos does trade and, get hit by a lot of stuff.
Oh, that was actually close enough for goal.
Now going in. Oh, frame traps into the gun. That is actually one of the best starters that Happy Chaos can have. The when you whip out the gun, is that with the gun stance whip out, or is it? I forgot which one it is.
I'm not actually sure. But juusoh looking very convincing.
Yeah, and after that first game, there doesn't seem to be too much choppiness anymore. So hopefully we're good.
Looks better at least. So.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, juusoh really has those combos on point. That's super important. I think Happy Chaos being a character that can basically confirm into a full combo from any touch. It's super important that you at least get something and don't drop your combos. Oh wow, the minigun actually goes through the scapegoat.
Yeah, I know it cannot take hits forever, but
was that like? Is that about the scapegoat expiring because of time, or is there like a amount of hits it can take?
I've heard before that it's amount of hits, but I'm not actually too sure on that.
Yeah, it really goes to show how little I know about.
I might be mixing it up with something else.
Yeah, I haven't casted too much Happy Chaos myself, especially on Bounty Hunters, so it goes to show how much I know about this character.
Pretty sure scapegoat only takes one bullet. Okay. Is this a safe jump? No, it's not.
Not quite. And base. Quite a bit of life for that. Ooh, managing to whip out that 2S into the conversion. Like we said, any hit will go into often enough into the wall break as well. Especially if you have enough bullets to spend and enough concentration.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
But it is an eternal struggle with, the resource management. If you have a lot of resources, you can spend all of it and do some real damage, but then for the subsequent situation, you're gonna be down a little bit on the resources, depending on how many bullets and how many concentrations you can squeeze out.
Yeah, Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh no.
Oh,
What's gonna happen here?
double super. Oh, I think
Oh no.
the beam.
I don't think the beam connected actually.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
But even still,
That would have been really funny.
yeah, you'll still probably happily pay 100 meter to get access to Happy Chaos. Unfortunately, that didn't end up giving Skeleytonz enough to finish that round. But now on the hunt, no cross up there. That really looked like it was gonna cross up. Maybe Juusoh thought that as well. And here's the super this time. Yeah, baiting it.
Skeleytonz really loves that wake up super, but I cannot blame him.
It's been working out frequently enough so that you should be throwing it out, I guess. There are only so many chances that you can get against Happy Chaos. Oh, a little late on whipping out the gun.
Nice.
Juusoh staying patient, waiting the security level minigun to come out, and now this should probably break the wall and get the kill.
Oh,
Wait,
dropped out of it, but then they didn't block, so it hit anyway.
huh. I mean, I guess that
It's
works.
a shame. I mean, yeah.
Duel 1.
They probably thought it's going to wall break and wall stick and probably let their hands off the controller.
Nice again, frame trapping into the cum whip. An immediate burst for Skeleytonz. Probably a good burst as well, because Juusoh did have... Yeah, Juusoh did have quite a few resources there to pull off a pretty decent combo. Nice
Yeah,
call out.
I wouldn't want to be caught into that.
Gets the cross out, but... Ooh, that... The small amount of, like, one of those behemoth typhoons tends to whip if you're too far away, just like that, and that can be very dangerous. This time, Juusoh actually ready to punish it. You can kind of generate that situation as well with active use of FD. Let's see, what do we got this time? Going for the 6B, maybe expecting a backdash.
Nice, good jump over the first ball.
Ooh, critical miss there. Having to spend burst immediately.
Couple of drops.
What you gonna do? That is surprisingly difficult to anti-air.
It's
jump
very difficult.
And finds the big overhead. Arguably reactable, but you know what they say about fighting games and your mental stack. If you're thinking about something else, even a 30 frame overhead might slip you by. The security drone at especially level 3 is potentially, if you can get it out, a sort of like the first step to get your... It's basically like a victory condition, because there's very little that you can do to escape it. Oh, dash canceling into super. This is... I think this should be blocked, yeah.
Yeah.
And Juusoh once again ready to whip punish with a... I guess, not sure if optimal combo, but optimal for this occasion.
If it kills, it's an optimal.
Yeah, I would cut to the super as soon as I can if it's gonna kill as well. Keeping it simple.
Nice. Oh no, doesn't quite reach.
And now big chance for Skeleytonz.
Oh no, runs into it.
Oh, this is bad.
This is bad. Especially
try
when
to keep
Chaos
it
doesn't have any reversals to speak of. Has to FD it. Oh no.
He whipped out the can, so he can't block here. And that's one of the downsides of your gun stance. You will not be able to hold back to block. Finds the low.
Nice.
And ready to burn it. Slight drop there at the end. But half the 50 meter. take back all that concentration. Ooh, good 6-speed.
Nice, good 6-speed. Oh no.
That's basically what I was talking about at the start. If you think Happy Chaos is gonna come at you, especially with those high-profile folks, 6-speed can be very nice button to swing preemptively.
Juusoh with a lot of resources here.
The full screen zoning position with the concentration super not as good as it was last patch, but still.
I mean, with 100 meters, that's still pretty scary.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be there.
And it is gonna, you know, I think it immediately refills your concentration right when you shoot it, so it does give you a pretty decent value still. There's no doubt that super is pretty good. I guess Chaos wants to use most of their meter for that particular tool in most situations. Alright, Juusoh gets decent value, having to block that minigun, but still curse applied. There it is once again, the preemptive buttons. Skeleytonz starting to get a feel for when to go for those, and you know,
And the jump team.
Happy Chaos is that kind of a character. Once you gain access to him, he can be over very fast because he doesn't have any defensive options. So reading with that 6P once, reading that approach can actually get you the game. You know, we talk about how difficult it is to never get to play against Happy Chaos, but eventually Happy Chaos will, at least in this patch, will come to you, and if you're ready, you do get your chances. Wow!
Oh no.
The 6 heavy. One of the moves receiving buffs from Season 2. Doing work. I think Skeleytonz has gotten fish with that tool at least a couple of times already.
Oh, nice.
Finds a frame trap and ready to hit confirm as well, yeah.
Gets a wall stick, nice, with the super.
Juusoh has surprisingly crisp conversions for considering the amount of
Nice. Smells the super from my... Doesn't get a punish.
rare footage of. But we still have the positive bonus and using it for the concentration. This is potentially really bad spot for Skeleytonz. This pressure is not gonna end for a while unless
This is very scary, okay?
Uh-oh, what's he gonna do now?
Uh-oh.
I think he'll have to spend
We
all
hold
the
this.
FD.
Oh no. Oh but
Oh my goodness. All the resources thrown around. Juusoh drops the conversion!
this is so scary. Oh no.
Both players a lot of spaghetti. Just
That was the whole pasta factory right there. Oh, wrong direction.
yeah, definitely didn't want that side switch,
It's
but
fine,
just
we'll take the other corner.
yeah, completely ready to confirm into a new combo right away, and looked a little late, but this super comes out pretty fast.
Oh no.
Oh wow, he was ready to churn out that super.
I think he was always trying to bait it out at the very start, and then was just like, okay, it's gonna come around.
The jump D, skipping past 2S. Oh, 6 heavy from Juusoh. Catches the jump D attempt, question mark?
I think it might have been jump D. Not too sure.
I mean, what other moves would Lewis do in that situation?
I
Jump
don't
D,
know.
my beloved. Alright, a really quick wall stick.
Very early stick.
That's gonna give you Juusoh access to a lot of those concentration super. If he manages to get out of this tricky situation, there we go, and we're free. But not in the negative sense. Oh wow!
Oh,
Wait, is that actually that?
is that actually gonna hit? Oh no,
Yeah,
it's not going to.
there's no wall bounce unless you're in the corner, I guess. Speaking of, is that super with heavy button or?
I'm not actually too sure. I think it might be.
Either way, Juusoh now actually already on set point. This is
It's with
6.
B, okay?
Alright, reload the gun.
Bullets back,
break the
let's
wall.
get positive, let's get... Oh, okay.
Skeleytonz has to work pretty hard here. There's the burst, but other than that, very out of resources now. And the 6 heavy from almost house screen away gets there.
The nakkikiskaheijari, as we like to call it.
I love that name. Alright. Well, Skeleytonz had pretty decent resistance, especially considering the matchup has to work really hard to get in on the other God Louis, Happy Chaos. But I want to say juusoh has really crisp hit confirms considering, you know, the skill range. I think we're talking about mostly rookie level players, but I think it was like 1 or 2 full combos that juusoh missed. So really good stuff.
Yeah, looked really convincing.
All right, moving on to the next one. Gonna be ZoKHiZ Nago versus AgguBaggu. This is fairly interesting. First time we're gonna see Aggu playing Leo instead of their trademark icon.
Yeah, the Leo is kind of surprising.
And another curveball was these players have played on Bounty Hunters before, but that time I think the first time they fought it was ZoKHiZ who was actually playing Leo at that time.
Yeah, he used to be in Leo until very, very recently, I think.
One of the 2 characters that ZoKHiZ has so far left behind, the Potemkin, has been forgotten, the Leo has been shelved and moved to the character that ZoKHiZ describes as more of a Potemkin in Strive than Strive Potemkin is. And that honestly makes a lot of sense considering that Potemkin in Strive is, I think, nothing like the old Potemkin. Is there's no sign of hammer fall break pressure at all. Of course, you know, Nago does have the neutral reach advantage, the thing that Potemkin didn't used to necessarily have.
Duel 1.
But let's see it. First time, Aggu, Leo, and of course ZoKHiZ has been leveling up on the fast track. Ooh,
Nice.
already predicting.
Oh. That's a lot of damage.
Yes, definitely.
Very good, confirm.
Let's put the facts on the table. I get a good hit, I'm gonna deliver damage. ZoKHiZ is ready to game. Now that blood slowly going down, so ZoKHiZ again has access to a lot of special moves, but Aggu's time to show what's what. Dance through, ZoKHiZ blocking the right way, but no matter how good you are, it's impossible. Oh, I think this is gonna win.
I don't think this will win. Yeah. Oh no. I appreciate the thought.
It's a good super, but not that good.
I'm grateful it's not that good. It would be really stupid if it hit behind.
Oh wow, Aggu actually managed to find a flash kick in the clone Kujo.
Eh? Oh,
Still
okay.
catching. So that 2K has a lot of recovery, kind of looks like. Or was that a new 2K? Oh no!
Nice. I don't think Leo has any like other good options against the DP other than just walk back and wait.
I think I was listening to some analysis from ZoKHiZ, and apparently Leo can do micro dash 2K round start, and it is just fast enough to call out the DP. But of course, you gotta consider how risky it is, because it's already hard enough to press frame perfect button on the round start. If you get a buffer dash in there as well, and if you fuck that up, you're gonna eat like 60% of your life. So.
Oh, more. Okay. Aggu gets around.
Finding an interception, cancelling. Recovery.
I remember. Oh, the classic. You thought you can You can press projectiles in full screen.
Oh, nice reaction there. That's one of the premium things that you gotta watch out for. If they whiff too heavy, you gotta be ready to whiff punish.
Oh, nice throw.
Oh, what a shit!
Oh no!
Of course, Nagoriyuki does have that improved throw range.
Nice!
Now, who's it gonna be to grab the first round? ZoKHiZ doesn't have any blood.
ZoKHiZ very close to busting.
Oh, very nice reaction.
That jump S is so... Yep.
Wow, ZoKHiZ has played Street Fighter before, jumping over, not only jumping, but super jumping over that fireball, gets a punish in. And that's, honestly, that's a lot of the time when as Nago, you go high on blood, that's the only RPS that you can play against characters with, you know, these long range pokes or fireballs. So good on ZoKHiZ understanding the situation.
Yeah, and they also just buff jump as well with his other S buttons. So it's also very nice right now.
And ZoKHiZ going for a very safe burst, has the life lead, keeping Aggu in the corner, just wants to take this round comfortably, and that they do.
I do remember when ZoKHiZ was still playing Leo, he did say that he didn't like this matchup at all.
Yeah, I think a lot of
I think a lot of Leos dislike this.
But I think it's not necessarily because in the high level it would be like a super disadvantageous matchup. Ooh, does Aggu notice?
Oh no.
He's gonna pop. Yeah, he did.
He noticed.
Very good.
Yeah, it's death.
Honestly, that's one of those things. If you don't pay attention to Nago's blood meter, you can just get. You can lose rounds, period, without, you know, the...
You can get robbed.
Yeah, you can get robbed really easily. So both players already putting down a lot of matchup information, matchup knowledge. With a very delayed Bay play. Aggu, however, finds the flash kick. And that flash kick, very special in the sense that it will get your stuff started. Back turn stance.
But it's close. There it is.
Yeah, just be safe. Hukyo cancel very early into 2S. If Aggu is doing pretty much anything in that situation other than maybe backdashing, he's gonna hit home. Now, despite the 2 points on ZoKHiZ's account, Aggu has went really very even so far with ZoKHiZ. These rounds could have honestly been Aggu's rounds as well.
Is he overextending? Oh, he gets a second pop.
Combos.
That was actually really nice.
Yeah, that gave ZoKHiZ plus frames.
Oh, but this is a problem.
Yeah, now you're very low on health. One more. Wow, ZoKHiZ having the balls to press a button there.
He's gonna pop again. Oh,
yeah.
no.
First pop, you can survive. Second pop, not really. That second pop will always take you to 0 hit points no matter what the situation. And yeah, if you're not comboing into it in the corner, you're gonna get punished most of the time.
Nice.
Ooh, a little early there, but still get the punish. Too heavy, actually fast enough on recovery.
I actually wasn't looking at ZoKHiZ's blood, but oh, I don't know.
Yanu. Ooh, hitting the jump in a little too high there. Aggu recognizing, going for the back throw. Yeah, it's so hard to block
overhead.
It's so hard to block against Leo, no matter who you are. Even if you're like the best player defensively in the world, eventually you will eat a hit against Leo. That way, in that sense, Leo very much a different character offensively compared to the Xrd variation. Xrd, a lot of stuff you could react to. This game, not really. Leo is a menace in Strive when it comes to, you know, just making your opponent guess. Yeah, spends the burst. Probably very good one that was That was gonna be Nago damage.
Yeah, that would have easily been 50% on a wall break.
Alright, ZoKHiZ finds a gold one,
Nice.
but still has to respect the blood mechanic.
Nice. Good TP.
Alright, doubles it up. Of course, the dash through twice. I don't think safe, but if your opponent is
Is
respecting...
this gonna get parried?
Yes!
Yep.
That's the cool thing. You can't really block when you're in back turn stance, but that back turn D being instant startup, you will be able to react to pretty much every super in the game with that. Except, you know, command grab super. But I mean, that's a special case. Alright, spending the... Oh no! 50 meter down the drain, and ZoKHiZ didn't give Aggu any chance to start their pressure. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. ZoKHiZ recognizing that Aggu...
Nice, the safe jump.
Now, is it gonna be enough? Yes, indeed.
Nice.
Slash catching the backdash. It's so difficult backdashing against Nagoryuki, especially on high blood, because I have a lot
Yeah,
of...
that 5H will clip you from the other side of the screen.
Yeah, lots of reach, and backdashes in Stripe don't really have that many Invo friends anymore compared to the old games. Oh, base the
Oh,
throw, and...
fuck is you little devil.
In a way, that feels like payback from that one of those really fancy shimmies in backturn stance that Aggu
That's
played
fair.
against earlier. But it also goes to show the level of play here. If you're playing against somebody who is not necessarily thinking a lot of stuff or isn't really at your Yomi layer, people often don't react to shimmies at all. And against players like that, is there any point to perform it? Not really. So we're... Oh, I think the back turn cape will not be able to recover here.
Yeah.
Alright, now ZoKHiZ with a lot of blood recovery. Nice jump out of the command grab.
Oh. Not sure what he was waiting there, but
Wow, that was a really fast transition. Kind of dropped the combo there, Aggu, but just as fast as they dropped it, immediately transitioning into the reset.
nice.
Oh, that one. Yeah, ZoKHiZ doesn't strike me as the kind of player who would drink 3 times, maybe twice on a good day. But then we're gonna play the frame trap option instead. This will be quite a bit of damage, and we'll get ZoKHiZ the Oki as well. But Aggu does have that 50 meter as well as the
What's
burst.
Nice backdash.
Really
Oh,
brave.
very nice.
Brave move from Aggu to actually spend that burst here, even though being 1 up on the rounds. Let's see if it works out.
Oh,
Oh,
this should
yeah.
be a punish. Yeah.
Oh, too far!
Oh.
Oh, something starting.
Oh no.
Oh, I think Aggu can block here.
Oh,
That was so smart!
Oh, that was actually a good burst back there.
There were so many layers there. All right, so ZoKHiZ put the mask on. They saw that, all right, something is starting. There was startup of like back turn heavy, I think. They said, all right, if you're not gonna cancel that, I'm gonna super. They super, but Aggu also knew that ZoKHiZ saw that. So they canceled with the PRC and were able to block.
Yeah, that was really big brain from both players.
Ooh, extending the 50 meter, not letting ZoKHiZ backdash out. Pretty decent sequence there for Aggu.
I don't think I've seen ZoKHiZ throw the cross throughs yet.
Yeah, I've seen ZoKHiZ once trading into it with a strike, but so far I guess it really goes to show Aggu has been playing it from pretty ambiguous ranges as well. And depending on the spacing where you do the Berserker Slash, it can be very hard to time your throw against it.
Yeah.
If you're doing it from point blank, well, obviously anybody can react. Oh, ZoKHiZ with the hard bait here. Aggu, however, not willing to burst just yet. We are thick boys, we can take more punishment before we have to commit.
ZoKHiZ in the mixer.
This is Leo. ZoKHiZ doesn't have a burst and arguably wouldn't even want to use it here.
Yeah.
Alright, going to the last one. Oh my goodness! Finds the low. The pressure ZoKHiZ choosing to spend the burst early.
Nice
Very nice clone. Of course, those will go through all projectiles.
Oh, nice backdash on the bite. Oh. I don't know if that was intentional, but...
I'm not getting a lot from that 6P.
Now I'm thinking if that 6P was supposed to be a bite.
Oh, you know what? That could be, because it was in such a...
That could have been, but then it works anyway, so...
It was in such an awkward place, and ZoKHiZ, it's gonna be... I think it should kill.
It will kill. But like that 6P thing has happened to me so many times before.
It's one of those things that unless you are the player of that character, you're gonna see that, alright, you don't do moves like this in this situation. That was a misinput, and I do that too. And then rest of the spectators will be like, oh, what was that? Or I don't know, 200 IQ play when it ends up working out.
My favorite misinput that happens with Nagoriyuki players is when they do back Fukia and then they try to continue pressure with a slash button, but then the game reads it as a back Fukia into super.
Yeah,
and then just do a random super after back Fukia, and then sometimes it ends up working, and the whole commentary is like, wow, what a hard read, that was so sick, while I'm laughing my ass off at home, like, no, that was a misinput, but it just ended up working.
Yeah, one man's perception, and then one man's knowledge. Oh, nice. Actually, is it gonna go through this time? Yes, it will.
Ooh, no. ZoKHiZ is gonna pop.
Does have a burst here if they want to save themselves, but... ZoKHiZ actually still in this, and now with the full available... Wow!
That was is so nasty.
I love that. I would have probably tried to burst there, but ZoKHiZ was like, alright, I will survive with 1 hit point and I will gamble the round. I will take the burst the next round. Sometimes, like, daring decisions like that can end up paying out big time.
Nice bites the DP!
Because all DPs in the game are throwable,
I think you should be able to get that same jump age, safe jump from bite as well, but it for some reason didn't seem to work there. Because it should work from any throw.
Nice, good recognition that was gonna be enough. Burning when you have the kill. Oh wow. Yeah, with punishing the 2S, I wonder what options Leo has. I would, out of my...
Nice.
Very nice, throwing Aggu in the corner. Yeah, taking advantage of the whip too heavy, but not getting a lot of stuff started. I think Aggu was betting on actually getting a whip punish there, so wasn't ready to cancel that mid-range 5k into anything. I mean, it is a big difference, you know, between actually getting a punish or, you know, sort of preparing yourself mentally to not get the punish, but, you know, getting pressure out of that, whatever you are landing on block. I managed to get anti-air out just in time. Wow, that 2S just recovers so fast. Even if Aggu is kind of like hard reading it and air dashing, I think a lot of the time Aggu will just...
Then they made it even better.
Yeah.
Base Daisuke, thank you.
That next batch, recovery for 2S. Please? Maybe?
It's gonna get more buffs.
Say it isn't so.
Oh,
All right, the big commit
Yes.
here.
nice, good block.
Now ZoKHiZ, very out of resources, has that burst available if they wanna. Very nice bets. Oh, but the backdash. And I like that. I like that security from Aggu. Might as well at the end of the round burn that RC and check if they wanna donate their burst to you. Again, Aggu is just not taking those bites.
Oh,
I bet there are so many combos you could do from that situation.
yeah, I really like one of the things I like about Nagoriyuki is that his combos are super freeform. Also, this did so much damage.
Very decent chance.
That's nasty.
But I guess
Oh,
when you get
nice
the DP, when you get the DP counter 8 starter. Oh, there's a little crevice behind Aggu crossing. Oh, not this time.
Nice.
ZoKHiZ didn't hit the hook kill. Oh, was hard baiting. Maybe a super.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too hard.
It's kind of dangerous to, like, you kind of want to move close to them to prompt like a response. Like they might be looking at you and say, all right, if you come close, I'm gonna hit the button. But if they respect, then you're actually in throw range. All right, 50 meter into the DP, break free. ZoKHiZ with the burst here.
Focus is gonna bust.
Oh no, the worst of
Oh
situations.
no. Oh
And
no.
the hard
I mean,
bait.
he had to try. He had to try.
Yeah, of course the RPS here was at what point are you gonna burst? And ZoKHiZ hasn't played those fast bursts yet, so I think it was reasonable this time to try to, you know, vary it up and burst immediately. But Aggu was just completely ready for it. That's what like super strong players will tell you, to not become, you know, exploitable. Even if you have like a perfect burst place, you maybe shouldn't always use that quotations perfect burst so that you can make the opponent guess still.
Clown shoot 5k at work. Oh.
Whoa!
And ZoKHiZ was trying to go for another one.
And another! Oh my goodness. That was some defense there. Alright, the 5k leading into full
The
conversion.
Nagoriyuki round said, oh no, not quite fast enough for the 6 age.
Ooh, now this time gets the punish. Oh, just a little
Nice.
ZoKHiZ finally deciding to spend that blood.
Nice. So patient.
Yeah, he's seen that situation so many times. I think that's been one of the.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I think. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, this is gonna be a kill because Aggu does have the 50
And now.
meter.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot of spaghetti that full game there. But Aggu slowly closing in on
I don't know if
ZoKHiZ.
I don't know if the super would have hit if he had delayed it just a little bit more. 6 age. Yeah, probably.
Alright, taking a breath. Still, both players have the
ZoKHiZ thinking.
keys.
I knew that they cannot change.
Yeah, ZoKHiZ definitely a thinking player, coming from those big body players or big body characters in the past. You end up sitting in the opponent's block strings quite a lot with that kind of character, so you have a lot of time to think. So in that sense, this is a very different kind of character for ZoKHiZ. It's like, I think ZoKHiZ generally doesn't play the kind of characters who get to take the initiative at the start. But Nago definitely
true.
one of those. Is he gonna recover in time? Nah. Back turn K once again active, and ZoKHiZ.
Hard baiting the burst.
Wow, Aggu committing to the option twice in a row. And once again, I want to say ZoKHiZ's accuracy with that bite is something like gotta be less than 20%. Aggu just, I think Aggu's again. Yeah, Aggu's.
I think he might be going for it a little bit too much.
Yeah, and at the same time,
maybe in the same situations.
yeah, or then Aggu just really loves defending with that backdash.
Yeah, might also be. There we go again.
It's like he couldn't be reading 10th blood-sucking universe in a row, would he? Oh, but speaking of reads, Anzok has so much meter to
Oh
extend.
no. Oh, what happened?
I think ZoKHiZ tried to go for some sort of a swag punish between the hits. Which does...
I mean, I know you can do close slash in between the last and the second last hit. But like, I remember ZoKHiZ telling me that why are you doing that? You can just wait until he does the whole thing, and then you can punish.
Right.
And you don't have to risk you being too late, but...
Right, but here's the thing. I think ZoKHiZ saw the meter on Aggu because he had 100, so his only way of punishing it was to actually hit that. And he took the chance, but missed. He's finding some very decent hits here on the start of game 11.
Nice.
And that's gonna easily take the round.
Very solid. Oh no.
2S.
Oh no, here we
he's
go!
going for it! He's going for the pop! And here we go, plus frames. Instant
I'm the
overhead.
guess. Oh, you guessed wrong!
Oh yeah! The certifiable
Cool,
Hotasu
but
sequence.
it's so nasty at the same time. I love it. I love it and I hate it.
That sequence just completely encompasses what Nagoriyuki is about. If you go for it, if you hit it, you're gonna win the round right there. Of course, if your opponent reads it or has a burst, it might be kind of tricky because you're gonna be eating 60% of your health from the blood rage. But I mean, I think it's still good because, like, the options are you win the game or you go back to neutral with a little bit of a disadvantage. So, odds are pretty decent for Nago. Aggu opting to play a little bit slower.
Very respectful from both sides.
Probably sensing the impending defeat. Here you... Oh wow! Wait!
Oh, what? What?
6P not quite reaching.
This is a lot of blood.
Oh, he's gonna pop! I think he's gonna pop, yeah. OTG.
Oh, but this is not safe. Oh no.
Oh, the downside was Aggu didn't have the 50 meter to get a definitive kill there, but still.
I can see what ZoKHiZ was going for, and I like the idea, but sadly, it did not work.
Yeah, getting more and more adventurous here, ZoKHiZ. Probably because they do have that one game lead here.
Nice. Oh no!
That's so late.
That is a very tight timing, and ZoKHiZ was hella late.
Again, being adventurous enough to to try all of this difficult stuff.
Nice. Good DP.
Yeah, Zok doesn't have a burst to get out of this. The meter is there, however.
It's gonna get parried, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good back turn P. Still a very decent. And Aggu, oh my goodness, brings it even 6-6. I'm gonna be honest.
This is so even.
I didn't think it was gonna be this even. I thought one player would have definitely had the advantage, but it ends up being a perfect match. Damn, who writes these scripts?
Good burst.
Oh, the big foot. Nago's 5k catching back. That's from Aggu. And into the corner you go.
EMEA server has the clown shoes edit of the 5K. Yeah, I have to agree with that one.
this is gonna be quite a bad. Oh, okay. So ZoKHiZ choosing to not take any risk. Wait a second.
No, didn't press.
I wonder if he did that purposefully because he had 100 meter.
I mean, probably. I've sometimes hard baited with super if I know that I can RC it. Sometimes I do it even if I cannot RC it. And I just believe that it's gonna work, right? Sometimes it works.
Now ZoKHiZ arriving to the set point first. But Aggu doesn't look like he's given up at all. A little early on the back turn K, but still, jungle trumps.
Oh, nice.
Wow. The 5K fast enough at that range. Now ZoKHiZ might not be able to build the burst back this round, but Aggu will have to take two. Wow!
Whoa!
Sees the Berserker slash taking Aggu into the corner. This is danger zone.
No, it's too high. Oh no.
The escape Tatsu with.
Oh no.
He will have to burst this. And of course.
God damn it. That was kind of cool though.
Yeah, Nago with a couple of initial hits would have definitely finished there. Aggu tried to go for the Hail Mary. A lot of those Hail Mary DPs did work out for Aggu, but at that moment ZoKHiZ was cautious. ZoKHiZ takes it 7-6 in a nail biter of a set over AgguBaggu.
That was such a good set. I'm so glad I got to witness it.
Yeah, we know that Aggu has a lot of really strong characters because he is one of those players who were surfing from character to character, but damn. A Leo strong enough to rival ZoKHiZ Nagoriyuki? That's hella pog. Alright, what do we got next? Tonydatguy. It's been a couple of months since we've seen this Faust player from UK. And now we are entering that segment of the show that a lot of you have been waiting for. I know I have.
Brisket.
Two briskets back to back. Gonna be two Finnish players, Gas and Jalis, showing what this new character is all about. What have
Yes,
they
with
been?
the brisket trip.
Hell yeah. Alright, let me pull out. I want to be thorough and write Gas's name as it's supposed to be written with the right weird letter. There we go. Let me also send Tony a message.
Wonder how Faust versus Brisket plays out when both characters have very long normals and.
Yeah, that's a very good question. It's I think at this point a lot of matchups are gonna be massive question marks. The only thing I know is that Bridget is pretty decent against Potemkin because Bridget does have a lot of multi-hitting things, and also like Kickstart My Heart, you can cancel, like when you touch Potemkin's armor, you can actually cancel into shoot, I think, and just call out, you know, Hammerfall armor frame. So the armor frames are not gonna do a lot versus Bridget. However, this is not gonna be Potemkin, this is going to be Faust. See if Tony is available. Gonna give it a couple of minutes.
I have no idea what Brisket does though. I guess she does mix.
It's okay. I've played a lot of this matchup for week 1 and done a little bit of collabing. So I
played a bit. I did play a Brisket gauntlet at our weeklies when several people wanted to try the matchup. For some weird ass reason. I think most came to the conclusion that it sucks.
There's something special about, you know, people week 1 being like coming into the conclusion after basically your first set that this sucks. I mean, I'm guilty of that as well. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you just feel like
I think with most people it was like day 1 Bridget versus Sid versus played since day 1 Nagoriyuki. It's gonna be really ass. Also, with Bridget's buttons, when almost all of them come with hurt boxes first, and Naga's buttons being what they are, then yeah, it's probably going to be super annoying. Also, I think the thing was also that Bridget, I think I've seen a lot of people say that Bridget doesn't do a super hell a lot damage.
All right, let me ask if Blues. Oh, never mind. Tony is alive. And on their way as well. Alrighty.
Nice.
So first coming out will be Gas, who's definitely been putting some real hours into Bridget already. And like I think I played a pretty long set with Gas as well on day 1. And after that, Jalis, who's... Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see Jalis, because Jalis, one of the definitive top talents in Finland with Nagoriyuki, being an extremely aggressive player. Would you have ever imagined Jalis to pick up Bridget? It just seems such... It's just so unlikely combination, but I mean... Everything is possible. Alright, we got Tony in the lobby. We are pretty much ready to hit it. So of course, with these newer DLC character additions, it's basically the same thing applies to both the player playing the DLC character as well as the opponent. So of course, it's gonna be your first time trying out a character and you have very limited amount of time to try to figure them out. But at the same time, so you kind of get, during the first week, you get the DLC gauntlet. Of course, everybody's gonna hop on the new character and you get to play against a lot of people, but are those people gonna bring to the table on week 1 what maybe some of the, you know, higher level players who might be figuring the character out faster are gonna be bringing? So that's a really long roundabout way of saying, I wonder if Tony has the matchup experience.
Yeah. I love this color on Bridget because the bear looks like a panda.
Also, it's extremely camo color with this
yeah,
stage.
with this stage.
Good pick. Strategic.
Also, it looks like an Eric Apper bottle.
Glue.
Ah, my favorite.
Alright, coming in with a twill from full screen. Tony not ready to answer that with an anti-air. Of course, if Bridget sets up the yo-yo and just comes at you straight, everybody can 6p. Everybody can press a button. But the tricky thing is, there are so many things that Bridget can actually do out of that twirl. They can change their momentum, they can jump out of it, they could cancel into the Roger dive bomb, they could even just abort the dive, the quotations glide, and just go for an empty land. That's what makes Bridget so tricky. 6p, oh yeah, and the 6p. Bridget definitely has one of the better ones.
Oh no. Oh, that's so far away. Holy shit.
The last pixel. But I mean, arguably,
As I was saying, Bridget has very long normals, but they also seem to be coming hurt boxes first in most cases.
right, there's very little
And
disjoint.
the DP. Yeah.
a lot
The
of
DP
those.
is disjointed at least. At least I think it was.
Yeah, I think so, and I guess it is 3
Oh, nice
frames.
air throw.
It is inable for 3 frames during the actives, so just a pretty much normal DP in that sense. Tony
Nice
finds the
clean hit.
frame trap. Ooh, the 6 heavy catching Gas's backdash. And here we go. What's it gonna be? Oh, it's an extended float. Has to go for the burst. Last ditch effort, but so little health on Gas. Finds the empty low. Ooh, this could... The downside here is Gas didn't get a hard knockdown. The utility super giving plus frames. Ooh, is... not
It's
quite.
tossed.
Gas coming really close to stealing that round, but too much damage already done from Tony. Takes game 1.
Duel 1.
But I mean, the matchup thing could go both ways. Has Gas been able to play against Faust so far?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if we have any Fausts anymore. Maybe Tibe will play Faust if you ask nicely.
Yeah, we have a lot of retired Faust players for sure in Finland. But in general, not a whole lot of Faust population in Europe anymore. And the ones that committed to Faust are like super good now. Nice, skipping past. Too heavy from Faust with that yo-yo. Into the empty low. Still, I think none of those yo-yo twirls... what is the name of that special? I actually forgot.
I cannot remember.
It's like rolling some... Maybe it's rolling? Either way, it's like
maybe.
none of those approaches have been contested by Tony so far, I think. So Gas does have that going in for her.
I've seen Gas do this mostly on Tony's wake up, and I don't know if you can actually contest it if it's meaty.
Yeah, if you do it perfectly, unless it's a throw option, you can pretty much make everything meaty. So it is gonna be.
But like these where Gas is flying in from full screen, these are just kind of. Don't let Gas get away with it.
Yeah, especially like at least make the Bridget go to a layer 2. So like if you show the 6P, then they might have to go for other options. The little guy helping Tony out here.
Has to hold it.
Oh, I think I saw meteors. Yes, indeed. I gets the cross up as well. This time blocks the overhead. Good on Gas.
Oh, the hammer.
That's so active.
I'm actually not sure what button Faust could use to contest the zoom in, the zoomies into the yo-yo.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves,
All right, but
Duel 1.
Tony having definitely like a strong. Once they get a hit in, they can definitely run their Faust pressure. It seems. And not doing too bad on neutral either. Ooh, first big combo.
Oh.
Yeah, small drop, but still gets the meaty close slash. And the meaty close slash hitting twice for Bridget is sort of a blessing and a curse. It gives you a lot of time to hit confirm, but I think there's like extra opportunities for you to IB in between those if you want to. First hit going for Tony. Now for the good.
Oh, the
nice.
DP threw it. Nice.
Had the insurance, the little guy coming back after the DP, so Gas not able to get the pressure started. Oh, the 6P was still active!
No!
Into... Oh, that time not plus enough. I do really like that Gas is playing the DP game, combining the 50 meter with a Starship. Even though Pridget is very soft, very... What's the word you use when you take a lot of damage? Very...
Squishy?
Squishy, yeah, that's the word.
I guess that's the worst thing that came to mind.
Even though she's a very squishy character, does have that DP to back her up on the defensive department. Ooh, good IB there. Was able to maintain very close distance. Twirling into the... Yeah, meaty overhead. Had to break the wall relatively early. Let's see what Gas can do with that positive bonus. Yeah, you're gonna recover on that. It's very deceptive, like when you, for example, get a long range, like 5 heavy conversion, and then you're going for the kickstart for... kickstart to close the distance, it can sort of seem like Pridget would be minus after breaking out of the kickstart, but no, that's usually gonna be Pridget advantage, so pressing buttons in there, generally not advisable. It's just one of those things that you're gonna have to get used to playing more against Pridget. Oh, I like the idea trying to use the jump heavy, I think, to snipe out of the back throw. Oh, Gas on the between the combo! Got the trumpet, but little did it do for her. Tony once again really sharp with the combos, really sharp with the opportunities to deal damage. And I think that's been... Oh, there we go.
The command grab.
Rocket. Oh, not twice though.
I'll comment the effort. Oh, gets lost.
And now what's it gonna be? This set play has been super strong for Tony so far. This time Gas, however, breaking out of it again, trying to reversal super against the potential meaty, but Gas has got the scent. I've seen that before. Now let the RPS develop.
Nice! Finds the counterplay.
Wow, and God, seeing even that amount of damage from Faust after season 1 just kind of warms my heart. The DP works out once again.
Has that 6H dagger always been there and I'm just blind and dumb? Or did they just give it to Faust?
I think it's been there. That's a good question though. Haven't played a lot
I don't
against
think
Faust.
I've seen that ever, and I've eaten a fair share of 6H counter hits. Maybe Nago is just too big and I didn't notice.
Oh, interesting interaction there. Bridget 6B actually not beating the Rerere full screen, but clashing. I think that's
6H dagger is season 2 apparently. Okay. So I'm not blind and dumb.
We're actually extremely smart. Wait, was that Gas who won the last one or Tony?
Tony won.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. I'm smart as well. Into. Oh. Yeah, gets the extension. Ooh, good 6B there. It's definitely, I think, it's the neutral has been working out for Tony relatively well, despite the lack of, you know, anti-airs on Bridget's advancements. Wow! Oh, just to make a cross-up out of it, I think. Because Roger, even if you cancel that super, the Roger's still gonna come out nonetheless.
I think Roger's gonna come out whatever happens.
But it looked like Gas might have been a little late on that, or maybe Tony just knew that setup. I guess we'll never know.
Might be. Let's say that he knew, so it's cooler.
Yeah. That's why I always expect the weird situation, because it's just cooler to say. Nice block on the instant overhead.
Blocks.
Really good defensive.
Oh. What? Oh no.
I think that's kind of a natural transition for Gas, because the 6B, for some reason, Bridget's 6B is not able to beat the, you know, whatever Rarera is called in this game. So
how many hammers did Tony just dust? What?
Ooh, combos!
Oh, nice.
With a cool afro as well. The afro is definitely not a...
And the Commentators.
Yeah.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Alright, good challenge. And here we go. Yes, it is meaty.
Nice.
But I guess luckily for Tony, Gas wasn't able to sort of keep the blender going. I guess... Oh, the 10 kiloton hammer gets there in time. And now what's it gonna be? Empty cancel into a low. Is that gonna be enough?
Not quite.
But probably able to set up,
no.
yeah. Just able to set up a safe jump here. Gets the game closing in on Tony. I think every game after game, Gas has slowly turned on the heat. She's been way more solid, like round after round, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice, gets a combo into the kickstart. Now working with the corner.
Gotta hold it.
Yeah, getting a lot of value. Oh, I reached the first
nice.
as well. Gas reading every single option from Tony that time. Here comes the run back though. Very smart, backdashing out of the hammer.
Oh,
yeah, that's one of the cool features of that super. Even though it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, it perfectly tracks. I think it is not able to miss.
Also, it looks really cool. Come on, Roger has a bike. How cool is that?
Roger is the coolest fighting game character. Oh wow, wait, was Faust still low profile there? That was nutty.
I'm not too sure what happened.
Yeah, taking the backdash to pick up the trumpet. Comboing into it, yo, Gas with the stuff. Wow, wait,
That looks cool.
Oh, you know what? I think they...
Oh, it's not quite...
It was actually a kill!
Nice.
That was definitely the coolest combo so far. I think Gas utilized the fact that they used the other version of the yo-yo, the one that doesn't have a hitbox on the set. That comes back in 2 seconds, so was able to confirm into a combo using the yo-yo coming back. That's an important thing to know. If like the yo-yo that you will mostly see in neutral is gonna be is it the S or the heavy version? I forgot, but the version that has a hitbox immediately comes back in 4 seconds, and then the other one comes back in 2, the one that doesn't hit initially. Yeah, in the empty low now, Gas really turning up the mixer. Uh-oh. And Tony probably will use the 50 meter to extend. Yep, especially since Gas doesn't have
drops
first. Now Tony with a very nice life lead here. I really love how after the first couple of games, Gas hasn't taken that 6B, sorry, that 6 heavy even once. But on the landing, 2K.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh, nice. Into.
Nice.
Bridget actually has really cool air loops if you can manage to get a counter hit in the air. Good 6B. Oh, but the 5B jab recovering extremely fast, not giving Gas the whiff punish. We go into DP. What really surprises me about a lot of these Bridget players that I've played against, their sort of game sense for DPs has been very keen. Or maybe it's maybe I'm not expecting a little girl like this to have a have an invulnerable DP. Maybe.
I mean, honestly, every time I've played against Bridget now, I keep forgetting that the DP is there until I eat it.
Right? Maybe the problem is in my own head. Dash up DP with Bridget. Are we Soling now? I mean,
Gas used to play Sol.
Right? So we have the muscle memory.
If it works, it works.
And you know, no matter how much we meme about dash up DP, it does beat certain kind of options. Really, it is a tool you can use. Wow, but this is also a tool you can use. The too heavy from Faust. But that's a punish. Into empty low. Wow, the empty low, the very Raven-like glide cancel into a low seems work. Wow!
Oh, nice.
All right, it is confirmed. It has a pretty good hitbox. That's a lot of buffs. Oh my goodness. Yo, there was so much damage even though that was OTG. Imagine if that was a clean hit, that would have just killed Gas. Who gets chopped out of the combo, but...
And the command grab.
Rock the baby! It's been a while since Gas used that, so probably that option wasn't in Tony's mental stack at the moment. And I think for the first time, Gas is actually grasping the lead. Slowly learning to play the matchup. I mean, I think Gas is that kind of a player. They definitely have the potential to download their opponent. They're the kind of player who looks at what their opponent is doing. Not playing eyes closed, for sure.
Nice.
Alright, using 50 meter to not let Tony have the ability to interrupt that yo-yo coming in.
She does say rock the baby. It's the name of the move.
Oh, but again, Gas putting herself in the perfect position to pick up the trumpet.
Ooh, nice.
And the 6B. What that Bridget 6B lacks in horizontal range, losing to Rarere, definitely makes up in, you know, anti-air situations. It's, I think, one of the highest reaching 6Bs in the game. I think Faust might reach a little higher, but Bridget's hurt box is definitely better, I think. Right, immediate burst. Oh! Again, dropping the full loop. 6B. Reads the burst from Tony! And now it's gonna be super hard.
What? I kinda like that.
Yeah, I think unless you manage to perfectly space Kickstart My Heart, I mean, both the raw Kickstart as well as the break follow-up, they have the potential to be plus on block, but it is very hard to make them plus. More often than not, they're gonna be minus and or punishable. So canceling that Kickstart into the Roger Super is actually able to give you at least guaranteed plus frames if your opponent respects. The 2S. Oh my god, that was so smart! Gas! Using the shoot to avoid the little guy and keep the pressure going. I would never expect amazing plays like adjustments like that from week 1 Bridget players. Gas! Just...
Very nice.
We are ready to game! And at this point is...
Gas out here gaming?
I think Tony will have to make some massive, adjustment here.
Oh no.
Oh, that was a lot of damage.
Oh no.
Comboing the hammer into the bomb, into the boot. Oh, that's punishable.
Yeah.
Empty low once again, and we loop it. And the cool thing is, there's just so many things that you can do out of that yo-yo twirl. It could be one overhead, it could be two overheads, it could be an empty low, could be an empty throw. There's just, there's so much. Ooh, is that gonna combo into the explosion? Not
Oh,
quite.
that's why.
Ah, yes. Of course. With the Afro, the ever looming threat of the instant overhead. And the DP again. Wow, is that... That's like 1 or 2 DPs this set that have been baited. Here
Maybe,
comes the usual mix-up, the left-right after the meteors. Oh, this time
nice.
it works. I guess it's
I
timing.
guess it's a
sensitive.
timing issue.
Yeah. The jump heavy actually connecting there. Nutty. Gas.
Oh, but drops the... Just...
And having to use the burst here. With still anybody's game. What are the items? Oh my god, Tony actually recognizing that. I didn't even see the meteors coming, but I think Tony did, and immediately cancels into the teleport, making it a left-right. That's some good-ass Faust presence of mind, recognition of your character's conditions. Or maybe they just wished one of them was meteor and they just did it. Who knows? I'm gonna say that was a sick read. Sick reaction. It's gonna explode.
Okay.
Nice backdash, but the banana's still there. And Gas, another DP getting out of the sticky situation.
Once again. Oh, gold burst.
Ooh, that was the full stick of fire. That's a lot of items.
Oh, doesn't block the horde.
You know, that cost a lot of meter, but that also did quite a bit of damage to Gas, so not too bad.
Oh.
Yeah, here it is once again.
That's the startup of that move is so deceiving. Because
Yeah,
she
it's
has so many moves where she jumps forward.
Yeah, especially when you do that from air, it just, even if it's almost like, what is it, 26 frames of startup, it is like surprisingly difficult to discern when she's actually going for it. Ooh, a 6P. I think Gas finally starting to get that timing. Both players whipping 6Ps. A little high five there. Now Gas definitely has the advantageous position. Get the wall break, get the Oki. And Tony only working with 50 meter and a burst.
Oh. And the command grab.
Yeah, there's really no shame turning up the heat with that command grab because it hasn't been answered so far from Tony, I think. So hey, if that's what brings the bread home, we're gonna go for that. A little premature burst there from Gas. Wow.
Oh. The cross up? Was it a cross up?
I think it was.
I'm not even sure which side Gas was on.
I think depending on the timing that you use your teleport, you can make it a cross up or non cross up. So I think that's the whole mix up. And of course, there is no such thing as instant transportation moves in Guilty Gear series. How teleports work is you're just moving at lightning speed at your opponent. That's, you know, that's why you're still in front sometimes when you are doing the teleport.
Nice, good blocks.
Yeah, really important for Gas to keep this pressure going because they are wearing the Afro, which would definitely be a disadvantage if they had to block anything against Tony. Alright, good 5 heavy. But Tony definitely needs more than that.
Oh. Okay.
Are we using it?
Burns it
Yes,
up.
we are. Ooh, this time doesn't manage to get a lot of value out of it. And Gas also, she's getting to tutor. Uh-oh. No clean combo, though. Tony could potentially get their burst back. It's gonna be so close. And Gas with the 50 meter. Ooh, here we go. Comeback time. This is do or die or Tony, because if they lose here, it's gonna be the set. Gas getting the DP. Oh, gets the throw! And now lots of options on the table.
No.
Gas actually
no.
reads with the backdash. It's gonna track.
Oh, it's gonna track.
Oh, I think that's a punish. Gas has to spend the burst. Good anti-air.
Oh,
But it is plus. I think it is plus, and very plus.
I think it is plus. Yeah.
Not really a bad option there. That Roger Bike is gonna check if they're doing something. They're gonna get hit. They probably have to spend FD as well to survive the chip damage, and then on top of that, you're gonna get plus frames. Yeah, that was some pretty.
That was very nice showing from a guys.
Yeah, Tony started really strongly at the start, but you know I guess it's just a good old download. Gas just able to change up their game plan, use the options that were working, all the empty lows, the command grabs, and Tony just not able to find the answers on the fly, which is understandable because this is week 1. So can't have too much matchup experience yet against Bridget.
You remember when I was hoping about Bridget reminding me of Raven? Yeah, I just actually remembered that a friend of mine linked me a mod that changes Bridget colors to Raven color scheme. So
it's not just us who had the same idea.
So it's not just us. Yeah, someone else was also thinking about it. I think the Game Banana thingy said that yo-yos are kind of like orbs in a way if you think about it.
I've seen some people actually call those orbs. I mean, they are by definition, what is an orb? A round object of.
It's round on one side at least.
Right.
Can we get an orb alignment chart?
I mean, despite what it looks like in 3D, I only see these, images on the screen in 2D. So for me, all we know, it's an orb. It
does look like an orb, yeah.
All right.
You and me pondering the orb.
Oh my god, that's great. All right, but we haven't seen the last of Bridget. Here comes Jalis, the other Finnish player to try their hand at Bridget. Week 1.
I think Jalis did say earlier here something about how Bridget reminded him of another character. It reminds me of Alice from EAMP a bit, so wanted to play her, though after playing her they are nothing alike.
Oh. Immaterial and Missing Power. That's an old ass fighting game. That's actually one of the first fighting games that I ever played. Like seriously. Quotation seriously? Back in the day, me and Satsu booting up the good old. It's such a mix-up saying IAMP in English. Finnish would be IAMP. Rolls off the tongue, really nice. So I end up just saying Immaterial and Missing Power. That's a mouthful.
That's a real mouthful. Okay. No. I thought we got our second player here, but it was just someone's ghost warping through the floor.
Alright, so here are 2 players we've come to expect certain things out of, and then Bounty Hunters FT7 just throws us a curveball. So if you've been following the European Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R scene, you'll recognize Blues as that UK Johnny player on the grind for a very long time in the old-ass Guilty Gear game of the Ancients. But now, this will be the first time we see them on Strive. And an interesting character transition from a ridiculously difficult to control and to combo with character from ACPR Johnny into one of the easier to control characters, I guess. I mean, in Strive, I think a lot of characters are as simple as, Anji. There's like nothing that really stands out for Anji. A lot of characters in Strive are pretty straightforward, like Anji is.
I'm still not quite sure if Anji is actually good now or not, because I see some Anji players saying that he sucks now and the nerfs were so bad and he's unplayable, and then I see some other people being like, hey, Anji is actually kind of nice now. And I'm like, okay.
I think the consensus.
Which is it?
I think the consensus that people can come in terms with is that at least Anji is not like bottom tier character anymore, like bottom 1 or bottom 2. So technically escaped the bottom curse chasm, but are they good? Not sure really.
Maybe we're about to find out.
But what I'm dying to find out is what Jalis has with Bridget. I think I haven't seen Jalis playing anything other than Nago so far in Guilty Gear Strive. But so far, so good.
I think Jalis has been trying out some of the DLC characters that have came out, but then in the end always just goes back to Nagoriyuki.
Which is understandable if, you know, you don't want to downgrade your characters per se.
True. This set determines whether Anji is good or not. Yeah, exactly, because once the set ends, we can have Anji on the maybe move up or down on the tier list. A purely objective database tier list.
Exactly. I mean, we have video proof, so it must be true. It's not made up shit that we just came up with, right? All right, and Jalis taking a quick one. I think what I'm seeing so far, what Jalis is putting down is basic, standard, very high execution Bridget gameplay. The combos work, the set play works. This is looking pretty good.
I'm not actually too sure how Anji's spin interacts with Bridget, like, at all in this matchup.
Yeah, I think Anji, the spin does have applications against characters who strike from very far. But we're gonna have to see if Blues manages to get those spins on, for example, Bridget 5 heavies.
I saw them trying to spin the yo-yo toss, and that didn't quite seem to work out. Yeah, but we'll see.
Because I think you usually don't want to dance projectiles. You want to dance moves that have a lot of recovery, preferably. If it's up to movement, this is
Jalis taunting again.
I mean, it is definitely Jalis style, and
it is a very Jalis thing to do.
But see, here's the thing about Jalis and taunting. Jalis doesn't do it, I think, to be a villain or anything. Jalis doesn't care if you feel bad about it or not. Jalis is 100% thinking about, is this gonna give me a gameplay advantage? If it's gonna reduce opponent's performance, hell yeah, Jalis is gonna taunt.
Oh, isn't quite. Oh, we don't even have Rakshio anymore. They should give it back, I think.
They should definitely add it back.
They should definitely give it back.
I mean, there's really no reason to not be, you know, there not being that option that you can sort of put out the real flex and give your opponent 50 meter between the rounds. Right, another really quick one for Jalis. One thing that Bridget does really well is stay outside of the opponent's reach. You can spend a lot of time in the air, in that area where a lot of people, like a lot of characters, just can't hit. And then coming down with, you know, the angle of your choice.
Nice.
And here it starts. Yeah, look at that. Canceling into a jump. There are just so many different angles that you can play with Bridget. Oh, she was too high. Wait, it still hit. Okay. Alright, that was super weird. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want to see from Anji. Oh. Hitting the dance against heavy buttons, definitely good. But again, it's gonna be that mix-up. If it's the projectile instead, no good. Nice. Blues finally finding a little bit of purchase here. As fast as Jalis took that second game, Blues answers back.
Duel 1.
And I mean, Bridget being extremely soft and, you know, low health character. Squishy, yeah. That's a very cute way of saying squishy.
I mean, she does look squishy. So.
Ooh.
Okay, that works. That's a good spin.
But it kind of requires Anji to be extremely committed.
True. Oh, it's so active.
But I think that is Anji gameplay. If you pick this character, you should be acting like you've already signed the contract that says, I will RPS every day, every night, and I am okay with it. Ooh, Jalis definitely had a kill there potentially. Oh. I wonder if Jalis could have actually punished that, because that super recovers really fast.
Nice air movement. Maybe.
Ooh, that's big. If there's one thing that Anji does well, that's damage. Gets punished though, blocking the overhead correctly.
Oh, it actually hit.
Yeah, even though it didn't get the full animation, just got a couple of hits in. It still does pretty decently. Wow, Jalis just with the full. Oh, waiting the burst there. I think really good move from Blues. They, even if they lose this round, they can very comfortably hold that burst. So giving Jalis opportunities to go for burst baits and getting free value that way. Good on Blues. 2 points even.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Of course, the twirl raw on block extremely plus. Wow, that's so hard to see.
That was a lot.
The jump cancel in the jump B. No meter to go for the super wall break here, but... Oh, nice. Low on the landing. I think depending on your spacing from the opponent, Bridget can have the same problem as Ram. Like, for example, Ram only being able to do /5 heavy. Some ranges Bridget can only get like 5 heavy, and then follow it up with kickstart and not get a hit. But I think if you're close enough, the kickstart will actually combo. Either way, her effective damage range where she gets to hit confirm combos is pretty far. Speaking of fire, oh my god, good call. This will... Oh, yeah, it actually kills.
It actually kills.
Damn, I was like... I think Jalis will actually get to guess one more time, but no. Anji with the damage. Oh my goodness. The third time in a row, has Jalis recognized an Achilles heel, a weakness in Blues' game plan, or defensive game plan, the overheads.
Perfect.
Nice.
Jalis, after those 2 losses, after the 2-game loss, comes back, takes the lead once again. Blues has been pretty good at calling out those round start backdashes, going in very aggressively with what's his signature move called?
What?
Am I dumb?
Oh, what? Wait, what are we talking about? Kujin?
Kujin, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That tool. Either way, here's the Oki. Yeah. Oh, I think the yo-yo actually came back and gets the combo after the command grab. That is nutty.
Nice throw. Oh.
Ooh, Shin avoiding the YRC, but And the taunt at the end of the
And
round.
the taunt.
Yeah. I think it's a... Wow!
Crossed 10 cells. Oh no.
Now that's definitely a way to punish Sin. Kickstart. Wait, I think that kickstart was very minus, but Blues didn't recognize.
I think it is. Maybe.
Yeah, it has to be almost full range, full screen spaced if you want to make it safe. Yeah, still getting a punish. A good
nice.
dance. Has to commit to the burst,
no.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Already so low.
Yeah,
health.
spinning the yo-yo toss is kinda bad.
But in the end, I think it is the spin that's gonna sort of be one of the only things that you can RPS with in a lot of situations. Yeah, if it's the projectile, that's kind of the option that you want to play, the instant air dash. Only Blues was a little late that time. It's the age-old Street Fighter wisdom. You gotta jump at them before you see them throw the fireball. Ooh, nice catch there. Not quite being able to convert that close slash. Still gets a decent one.
Gets a super. Nice.
It's kind of funny. You see the Roger at the like the lower side of the super. That little Roger before the big Roger appears is actually delivering strikes and does some extra damage if you manage to combo the loop the loop close enough to the ground. Kind of cool little detail. Oh, straight into
Nice.
kickstart.
Hey. Well.
Again, that jump cancel. Blues not finding the buttons to contest that. Gold burst, but what are we gonna do with it? A lot of options available. Yeah, of course, RC. Jalis will not be able to say anything about this wall break.
That's a lot of damage.
That's
Very
that's
squishy.
That's what
Nice
Andy
throw on
does.
the spin.
Oh, not getting the
Yo,
punish.
just the command grab, but doesn't get a punish.
See, I think an amazing feature of Rock the Baby. Oh, I think that will finish. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
A good
You were
read
saying?
against Bridget. Yeah, the recovery of Rock the Baby is ridiculously slow. I think I personally had so many difficulties. Even if I get jump out of the command grab, I just don't manage to get a punish on the way down. It just recovers so fast. I think theoretically you should be able to, but it will depend on the situation, kinda. So in that sense, it is one of the safest command grabs in the game. Oh,
Yeah.
fourth time. Oh,
Oh,
wait.
drops it. That's a shame.
So many burst baits there, but I think at that point, Blues had already seen what Jalis wants to do, and tried to get some extra value from the empty burst baits. But you can only do so much when you only have one little sliver of health left.
Nice. Stops the segue.
Wait a second. I think Cole usually being very plus when you hit it airborne, but some weird stuff just happened there. Jalis. It's the play.
Oh.
The mix-up game.
And closes it out with the ass.
I think the same way as Ino doesn't necessarily have the biggest of combos, Bridget has the same. Can really loop their Oki over and over really fast. But I think single touches, unless you get like a 6 heavy counter hit, are not gonna do all that much.
Yeah. I think I also saw a wall slump Oki setup for Bridget.
So you can do the good old, keep the opponent in the corner and don't break the wall. But this is gonna be a decent amount of damage.
Oh no. Wrong direction.
That's a heartbreaker, because I think in this matchup you gotta take the damage wherever you can get. Again, the heart bait from Jalis.
Nice, good DP. Has the burst. Oh,
Good
nice.
response. I like that. Because Kujo has much more startup than 6P. It's actually a pretty decent option against, you know,
Nice.
against the twirl. Because you can hold the roll and delay the startup. So very delayed overheads might be pretty good against it. Now Blues desperately needs another round to get a game. And Jalis has been just straight pressure. Unrelenting. Again, that second overhead with jump B. Getting the full conversion into a super. And Blues starting to be in trouble.
Oh, wake
Wow.
up call. Nice.
That was not very meaty. Yo, wait, they caught the backdash! Because it's so slow on startup, the 26 frame startup, but the range. The same range with that Raven has with his command grab. Catching the backdash.
Mankind knew that they cannot change. Duel 1.
It's like there are definitely some good things about that command grab being slow. And now Jalis reaching the 6 point, knocking on the heaven's doors. Oh wow, that was really greedy, going for the close slash but getting decent value out of it. Burst, keep them in the corner, yeah. Oh no, that was a good start.
Nice backdash.
Now Blues doesn't have a burst, no meter, just
This is looking bad.
has to block all of these mix-ups
This
again.
is so many overheads.
Is that
Holy shit.
3 overheads?
I think it was 3. Nice.
What are we, Eno? Is that enough? Yes, indeed, with the 50%.
Like Ino and Raven had a child.
Right? It's like Ino's jump D. 1, 2, or 3 overheads into lows. I guess the jump cancel jump B doesn't really go into a low, but you know, you catch the drift. Nice flash conversion into a hard knockdown. And now, again, that's definitely not meaty. That is so late. I wonder... The hard bait, but
Nice.
Blues once again gets value out of Jalis hard baiting the bursts. That was actually sick!
Yo.
Oh.
Oh, you burst! You've held it all this time, and now you burst.
That was so weird. I know, right? It's
What the hell?
they were. I thought they specifically wanted to bring it to the next round.
Yeah, like that's what I thought. I was gonna be like very nice hold on the burst. Like no need to use it now.
And now Jalis suddenly on set point. But as long as that's a good hit. And building 50% for the next offense.
Hi.
Not being able to punish the first shoot.
Okay, nice hit.
Jalis getting the burst back. Is it? There it is.
Ah, this is dangerous.
Hard knockdown. Oh, they throw one more. What's it gonna be, Jalis?
Nice jump. Oh. Tries to delay the air time as best as they can. Ah.
Oh no, Jalis missed the punish! The gold burst punish! And as a result, Blues is ready to whip punish that 2K.
Holy shit.
I mean, Blues has to be thanking some unseen forces after that one. That was surviving by the hang of a little thread.
Into the super, nice. That's a good chunk of damage, if I'm being honest.
That's pretty decent for a character like Bridget.
Nice.
Jalis with a lot of meter here. Oh, but
Wrong
again.
direction, fortunately.
Yeah, Jalis was already kind of crossing up there.
Lots of spins.
Uh-oh, what's it gonna be?
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, how did they find the cosplay? The Abare, the slowest of all. Blues betting the farm and pressing the hard buttons. Hey, sometimes you gotta do that. Being very, very ambitious there. Again, the hop reset into close.
Nice.
It. Blues is doing something magical here. Getting the power up bonus that they needed.
Now corners themselves. This might be a problem. Oh, nice.
Wow, again.
Very good. Eh. Oh no. Oh no, catches it back.
Jalis.
Or like, doesn't catch the back dash exactly, but...
Oh no!
Yeah, but...
The shoot didn't combo. Jalis dropping the critical
It's
combo.
called a barre and it's defense.
Blue somehow
These scripts.
still alive.
Is Blues making a comeback?
So far, it kind of looking like that. If Jalis keeps dropping these critical finishing combo attempts, Blues will happily take advantage of every possible straw that they can get. Hang on to.
Blender looking kinda nice.
Use the butt, knock them to the next screen.
Nice.
The round start core just seems working out time after time.
Oh, finds the gold burst.
Ooh, that too heavy seems really nice against core. Should go into the wall break.
Nice. Oh no, misses the last jump D.
It's guys, it looks actually pretty dangerous to whiff core on Bridget. A lot of characters, like some characters, don't really have a standing button that can reach core at its, you know, at its peak range when it's just about to recover. But Bridget doesn't seem to have that problem. And now here we go once again. Wall break. Jalis is again on set point. So Blues desperately needs this to stay alive if they want to complete their comeback arc. Yo, that was a cross-up!
Yo.
I didn't block that, however. The tides have turned. However, this is bad. We're going back to neutral.
It's one hit away. And,
yeah.
And there is the one hit.
That's the one time that Blues just couldn't afford to break the wall, but I think sometimes you just don't have any options. If you don't have the 50 meter, that was like the wall break to lose the game, because he had only like a sliver of health left and going back to neutral against, you know, one of those characters who's very adept at playing neutral. But it was a nice run, and you know, we all know how fast Jalis is picking up new characters, new games, so it was pretty much guaranteed that Jalis was gonna come out with a very, very strong week 1 brisket. In that sense, very good showing for Blues for their debut match on Bounty Hunters. Hope to see them more often. Alright, and next, actually, match that is probably out of all the matches today, the one that I've been looking forward to most. It's been a long time since we saw Xandere play. Xandere Ramlethal from UK.
We can finally get Ram on the tier list.
Oh yeah, that as well.
I think people saw that I was talking about it last week, that we did a happy chaos and a Ramlethal to get them on the tier list because no one has been playing them.
Alright, so
I'm actually even not sure how much Ram changed in this season, because I really haven't seen anyone playing Ramlethal.
It feels like all the players who play Ramlethal are playing European top tournaments only.
Yeah, true.
Where are the low-level Ramlethals? Either way, so Xandere, KS, two players who in my mind have completed a very like decent training arc. KS past couple of months has nothing but W's under their name. Or I guess they have like one loss here and there, but the amount of wins they've been able to accumulate is really impressive. And on the other hand, I've been stalking Xandere a little in rating updates. They've had pretty steady progress, and they are probably strongest they've ever been here. We've seen them a couple of times, but only in passing, so it will be super interesting to see how this
First round
goes.
looking very convincing.
Ooh, that's one of the worst things to get hit by! Rekka 2, Rekka 3, that's actually one of the hardest hitting starters in
It's
the
a whole
game.
combo.
Yep. If you mash...
That's so much damage and
Yep.
on gold blue is... Oh no.
That would be a touch of death on chip, I think.
Oh my god.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, a Ram Lethal. You are on your side of the screen. Any hit. I'm gonna say, like, I want to say any hit, but, you know, KS just got hit by one of the hardest starters in the game. So, you know, that's kind of annoying because, you know, the Rekkas are generally very minus, but, you know, you don't really want to mash against those Rekkas. If you're wrong, the round just ends there. We saw how much damage that does as a starter.
Nice
Oh,
dodge
no.
on the drone.
Speaking of. So the
Tries to
sword,
jump out, doesn't
sword
quite
presser was a little nerfed season 2, but
Yeah.
you know, Ram still has options to call out. So basically, if Ram now cancels sword toss from any move, you can call it out with 6p, but you know, it's not like Ram can't do anything about it. They could, you know, Gatling into 2S, for
nice.
instance. Oh, here we go with...
Up just 4 hits and all that damage. Oh.
I guess the ability to dish out damage is pretty even in this matchup. I mean, if there is a character in this game that you would call that one, when they get a hit in there, you know... Wait a second. All right, nice.
I'm not even sure what happened. Like, KS did an air behemoth, but I'm not too sure what Xandere was doing.
I think it's one of those things here, like, did they mean to do the air behemoth? But if you know, like, theory about Goldluis, often enough those TK behemoths are like standing behemoth miss inputs. And, well, I mean, they have massive hitboxes, so sometimes they just end up grazing the opponent. And then you get those, holy shit, 200 IQ plays, right? Oh, sweeping behind, getting the side switch as well. Oh, I love that movement from Xandere. Sort of baiting out the whiffs and ready to whiff punish. Being very conscious for about the more the bottom, but the more the bottom came up after the cancel.
Oh, they pressed.
Yeah, that flip kick is plus on block, but Xandere was trying to press their frame advantage there. Being a pretty decent, you know, spot to try the reversal for KS. Wait, I think that's supposed to be a punish, but KS went for a behemoth. But now, look at the amount of meter Xandere has. This is gonna be so uncomfortable. And KS probably can't do much about it. They don't have a burst, they don't have the meter. They'll just have to take it. Super close to a kill. Calvados does so much damage in season 2! Jesus Cristo! What the fuck is that? Hello?
That'll make a good Will It Kill clip. Just saying.
Alright, KS finding a couple of good hits.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, now this is checkmate. Yeah, this is the place where you wanna be. When Goldluis gets in on you. Wait, did I forget to put a point on Xandere?
I'm not actually too sure.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
It is 1-2 or 2-2. I'm starting to doubt myself.
Should be 1-2 apparently.
I think it's 1-2-2. Yeah.
Okay, let's say it's 1-2. At least the players know on their screen.
Speaking of 1-2, KS taking that round really fast.
Ooh,
I mean-
it actually hit.
Ooh, trying to challenge there. But it can be super dangerous. It's Golus is the kind
That
of
is very dangerous.
that is extremely dangerous. Look at that amount of red. Pressing a button can
nice.
be hazardous to your health. That's smart. Yeah, you have to dash out of there. If they throw the sword from that far away, you can't respect the explosion. Otherwise, you're gonna get jailed.
Has to FD.
Yeah, KS is potentially looking for a chip kill here with all of their
Here comes the
security
drone.
measures.
Oh
Yeah. I actually like that. Staying out of Ramlethal's effective range and just, you know, if they don't want to come to you, just wait for like security level 2 or 3 and just keep firing that skyfish or take out the drone. Again, this
nice.
round starts.
Yeah, that cross-up beam has been working really well. Oh,
Nice check there. Of course, Ramlethal can still RPS if they think you're gonna try to run out of that sword. They can try to meet you midway. And that's one. And wow, finds a 2B.
nice.
Waiting for the mode of again, that same situation. Xandere knows that they're baiting, so waiting to cancel or waiting to go for the super between the 2P and the behemoth. Yeah,
Nice.
smart.
Oh no.
But Xandere finding the Rekka on the landing. Ooh, that was a really nice attempt to whip punish, but a little late. And now we in the corner.
Nice. Nice, gets the block this time.
Is that?
Is this full?
I think it should. I think it should be.
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, it is. Ooh.
Yeah. A simple 1-2 into a super, not too prorated. Pretty much full damage. And lights out. KS checking if Xandere wanted to feed the gold burst to them. No reaction though. Uh-oh. But now all swords ready to be thrown. Really nice sword toss cancels. Out of that dash. Oh wow, and KS blocking against a lot of that, but you can only block so much. And again, it gotta kill, right? Yeah. That super just does some naughty damage. And once again, we are within the reach here. Xandere 2, KS 3. Anything can still happen.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
And things, speaking of things happening, a lot of things can go snowball away for either one of these characters at a moment's notice. That's why you gotta be so extremely careful at neutral.
Oh no.
Yeah, KS
Has
knew.
to burst. Yeah.
But like, not bursting there would have been 70% damage again.
Nice.
Oh, speaking of 70%! Oh, never mind.
Never mind. Oh no. Now KS without any resources, but doesn't need them.
Interesting. 2B Abare between the delayed Rekka cancels. Dangerous, but it's one of those things that you gotta challenge sometimes. Last frames, flip kick into the throw. Basic stuff. Of course, the flip kick kind of works like Kai's food rearc when you have electricity. You would much rather interrupt that when it's coming out and
yeah.
not block it if you can. But again,
Yeah.
you kind of have to be ready for it. Alright, burst here to prevent getting into the corner. Oh, don't even have to.
Flip kicks themselves into the drone.
Spend it all. That wouldn't be a kill. Oh no, it's a kill.
Oh,
Jesus
it's a kill.
Christ.
It's a
Ram
kill.
Lethal, why are you like this? Ishiwatari, please. Yeah, you had your basically closer than mid screen and had that 50 meter as well, so wall break is available.
Nice.
That was so important for KS.
Yeah. Nice interrupt.
Getting out of that cornered position against Ram Lethal is one of the most important things in the game ever.
Nice,
Blocking
good
it again.
bait.
Oh, it's
Baiting
blocking
the burst. Yeah.
Wanted to go for the double. Back Xandere, only willing to give one.
Oh, nice.
Almost a kill. Taking it safe.
Here
Yeah.
comes the drone.
Keep jailing them, the jump slash, but again,
Nice.
KS.
KS has been so good at baiting this out.
I think they have the sense. They know that Xandere has been very active going into that Mortopato as their defensive option. So
Yeah.
a lot of value just, you know, giving them gaps to hang themselves. Alright, a stray hit. Left and right.
Nice cross them.
Not gonna be the sickest of Oki out of that one, but
Oh, actually kills.
damn. Alright, KS once again in the lead. And I wonder how that is gonna affect Xandere if they gotta have a plan B ready. They gotta have other options to defend against Godluis on defense other than that super. Now that KS has shown the extreme willingness to delay their, you know, block strings. That's some damage.
That is some damage.
But it's not too bad. You're
Oh,
going
nice
back.
XP.
You're going back to neutral as Ram Lethal, even after taking that massive combo. This is really good position for you, I would argue.
Oh,
Oh. Damn. I think okay, chill. I think it wasn't teabag. It was just, you know, buffering the super.
oh yeah. I didn't notice any teabagging. It was probably just a super buffer.
Oh, my teabag goggles are so on point. Anybody even like stands down, crouches down once, I'm like, you fucker, are you teabagging me?
Best to me is sometimes when I try to buffer my own super. And then I'm like, please don't believe I'm teabagging. I'm just trying to get my super out. Oh,
Oh, what a bait.
does this get blocked?
Oh wait, that was not a bait.
Oh no, it was not a bait.
Standing up for the big
KS is
overhead.
on. KS is on so low. And there it is, the 6p.
Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if that 6B actually lost to the Behemoth. Depending on the timing there, it could have been active.
Duel 1.
But then again,
Yeah,
Ram has one of those.
Ram has a very good 6p.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless they've nerfed it and I've completely missed the memo.
Wow, with the super greedy start, dash in gold burst, not paying off at all for Xandere.
Oh.
And here comes the karmic justice. KS immediately taking advantage of that burst not being there, just mauling Xandere to death. Oh, heck, if KS gets a good hit
Oh,
here.
tries to press.
Alright, nice maneuvering around the drone. Adding a couple of new RPS options to the table. Shows the throw.
Oh no.
Ooh, that's a good starter.
That is. Oh, but doesn't quite get a combo off of it.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed kill there. But at least Xandere gets to keep their dominant position, and back to the sword pressure we go. I was trying to 2p there, but I think the right answer that time would have been 6p. Speaking of 6p.
Speaking of 6p.
Yeah, that's... You gotta be so fast. As soon as you see Godluis's feet leave the ground, you gotta be doing the 6p if you wanna anti-air that jump D. Uh-oh. Coffin finds purchase.
Oh no. Yeah, has to burst.
But it's so dangerous. Bursting during that counter hit stop. The classic getting a very simple burst bait for KS and 5th win.
Again, in the lead.
Back-to-back action. They're taking one each. Ooh.
Yeah, that 6P is working really well. Again.
It hits from so far. I tend to
It's so good. Isn't it kind of fast too?
Yeah, it is such a good 6P. What catches me off guard is that I don't play against Rams very often, and I don't cast Rams very often, so I tend to forget that it is actually that good.
Oh, will this catch a backdash? It will! You cannot be backdashing in front of those just like that.
Damn.
Nice.
Ooh. Right, able to backdash out of it and gets a whip punish as well. Ramlethal with a pretty
the
fast
corner.
dash.
Time for mix.
Hold this.
Oh no, press this button. He does not hold it.
He definitely does not hold it. And Xandere looking to take out. Oh,
No.
I kind of like that. KS. KS playing empty air dashes and not pressing a button, actually causing Xandere to whiff some of those 6Ps. And depending on... Oh, yeah, that's gonna have to be a burst. But not able to break free. I think usually Gold Luis players would love to throw the level 3 security throne after a burst, but I think that's not a thing against Ramlethal because they can throw a sword to nullify it.
Yeah. Oh no.
And would you look at
Again,
that?
evens it out. This is so neck to neck all the time.
Now that I think about it, the burst, like Gold Luis bursting into security throne level 3 is sort of like a victory condition in a lot of matchups. But if you're playing against like
Here it
Ram
comes.
or Testament who can just prevent you from setting the drone out, even on your own burst, that's big value.
Oh no. This is also a big value.
Yeah, it's just like once the security drone is out, it's so difficult to escape because jump slashes, you're not gonna challenge that, right? It's gonna, if you jump, it's gonna jail you back into the drone, and on the other hand, if you don't jump, well, then you're just beating the drone. And in this situation, you're gonna be eating swords. Let's see if KS has the right RPS option for the occasion. Ooh,
Oh no.
that be death. Dead even. Who's gonna get to the crucial 6 points first? Man, I love Xandere's dash cancels. Dash cancel into throw. Those dash cancels are not the easiest thing in the world to execute, and if you fuck them up, you're sort of punishable as well. Oh, missed the meaty there.
Yeah, definitely. Oh.
Yeah,
Nice
good challenge.
interrupt.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
Really good sequence by Xandere. And I think, is it for the first time that Xandere actually in the lead?
Yeah, I think it is.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
A quick late set adjustment and Xandere looking to sweep the set here potentially. KS has been playing so well, both players have been playing so well, but it really comes down to these last 2 games. Or potentially this last game if Xandere is to take it. God, that's so much meter. Yeah, he's not gonna wake up from that.
Yeah.
Set point.
Oh no.
And Xandere has their burst as well.
Oh, nice.
God. Okay, it has to be thanking the gods for that. Xandere actually missed the corner carry conversion.
And the drone betrays us once again.
We go, ooh, not switching. Oh,
nice.
My goodness. Yeah, that's exactly what KS needed. There is still hope.
Oh,
Oh, no.
it was
yeah.
actually safe. Oh, no.
That was so
there were
funky.
so many things happening in such a short time.
Yeah, the standing jab was probably meant to act as a buffer for Behemoth Typhoon, but then the Behemoth Typhoon didn't come out and Xandere just whipped the throw. No burst for either player, but now Xandere, you know this position, the corner pressure, has the 50, has another 50. Look at that, has another 50. This is so bad. Oh,
Nice.
my goodness.
Xandere
KS, you're a madman.
gets the side switch.
Mordobato is a thing. But unless, not if you go for F-Shiki, they could have not inputted anything there, because they were in block stun. Fuck your 50 meter, KS will go into the last match of the set.
This is so tight, holy shit.
Duel 1.
Now do or die.
Jump team, my beloved.
I mean, it is the classic, it has been working out. Oh, I love that.
Nice escape from the corner.
Kind of a panicky gold burst, was thinking that KS
Oh,
was ready
doesn't
to
have
win.
meter to cancel it out.
Didn't get the cross up, but still on driver's seat.
Oh,
Oh, that's
no.
big.
Oh no, that's big. That's huge.
Jailing
Has to
back.
hold the drone. And the mortarbot. Oh, nice back dash.
Wait! Oh, that's
Wait, what?
probably not what.
Was that a miss input?
That must have been.
You miss input a gun somehow?
Ooh, but the back jump
Little bit scrambly, but it is what it is. Nice, good.
Alright, gets the punish. The saving grace for Xandere. They will
This is
build.
looking scary. This is looking very scary.
I said they would build the meter back for burst, but are they going to? It's not gonna matter soon. The straight hit. Now Xandere will have to play
Oh
the
no.
Ram match of their life. But if somebody can do it, it's gonna
Oh
be
no.
Ram.
Keeps eating the 2S.
100 meter. This pressure is not gonna end. Now here's the question. KS is gonna get the burst back, but are they gonna use it here? Or are they gonna take it to the next round? Doesn't need to!
Doesn't need to.
The classic finds the hole to jump through. And KS, for the most part, manages to maintain a little bit, but just a little lead over the course of the set. But man, that was tight.
That was super tight.
Whew, that was not for nothing. I had a feeling that might be a pretty good match, and it was definitely worth waiting for. All right, but we've got one more, and this last one is kind of a special occasion because we have two very strong players from North America.
Oh.
It's gonna be Voltiyon Chip from Colorado facing off against Kujo Baiken from California. Let me make sure that our players are hopefully awake. We have established.
We don't really have people from the US that often.
Yeah, and when we do, it's usually from the East Coast. So this is like first time we get players from as far as California. Really poggers. Let me shoot a message to both our players.
Would you said in the chat that they're here, at least?
Yeah, Kujo is available. Voltiyon.
What's wrong with really poggers?
Fool. kyuukei will pog as they please.
Poggy woggy.
In my defense, like I think it's you reap what you sow. I started to say pog really like a lot to my wife, and then she picked up on it, and now I'm picking up it from her, like in what's it called, in non-sarcastic sense. So I think I did this to myself. post-ironic PogChamp. Yeah, that.
Post-ironic PogChamp.
It is pretty early, of course, for our West Coast players, and we were initially supposed to have the Dexone versus Povero Cristo match played first, which would have extended the event just a little bit more. I did tell our North American participants the target time, which would have technically been like after one more match. I guess we'll try to stall as long as possible. Oh, there we go. Voltiyon is around, so we are indeed gonna have our match. And spying these fellas from rating update, definitely like on par with some of the best European contenders that we tend to have on Bounty Hunters. So weather forecast for today will say Pog Strive expected. Alright, so Chip and Biken. It's been a really long time since we saw like a really solid Chip play. I mean, we've seen Benny here and there, of course, who is very strong. Don't get me wrong. But like this level of Chip play that I'm sort of anticipating from Voltiyon, it's been a while since I've seen hustle like this. Matchup wise, I think season 1 this used to be even, I believe. Although Biken was one of the best eating characters of season 2 patch. Potentially one, if not the most buffed character. Depends on who you ask. So I wonder how that has affected the matchup. Biken, of course,
being Biken favored.
Yeah, Biken of course shits out damage like crazy. Especially so here's another thing. Chip definitely does love going airborne here and there, and the opponent being airborne is sort of one of Biken's victory conditions, because you have your jump slash counter hits, which lead into ridiculous corner carry and ridiculous damage. So if you can, as a Biken player, make your opponent leave the ground, that's already pretty good for you. But then again, Chip does have extremely good buttons on the ground, pretty much everywhere. It's kind of what Chip has going in for them. They will just explode if they get touched, but they are fast and they have very nice buttons. And he really needs it, honestly.
He does need it.
Because pretty much every matchup where you're fighting against a character who can challenge you on the ground actively and with good rewards, those are matchups that Chip doesn't enjoy that much. But I do wonder, of course, it's been a while since I've seen a lot of Chip play, so not really sure how the button interaction will go. I wonder if Kujo has the lobby code as well. Let me, just in case, message them.
Chip's worst matchup, apparently.
Chip's worst matchup?
Voltiyon said that it's apparently Chip's worst matchup.
Oh, damn.
Oh damn. So I guess I was right when I said that I could see this being favorable for Baiken.
Yeah, Baiken has good buttons. I mean, even far
And
slash.
good damage.
Even far slash is such
yeah.
a nutty button. I think so. Chip is probably very accustomed to being able to whiff punish a lot of buttons. You realize how fast recovery Baiken far slash is. It's actually nutty how fast it recovers.
Yeah, it's a pretty good button.
Alright, posturing up. We have our players ready to go and they can hit it. And here we go.
Here we go.
Let's see if Voltiyon can break the spell and perform despite the matchup disadvantage. Question mark? Alleged matchup disadvantage. I mean, what do we know about the game? We just talk shit. Ooh,
Oh, nice.
Yozan. Not quite plus there. Although, one of the patch changes, Yozan tends to be much more favorable now on most hits.
Yeah. I think Modi was trying to explain this to me, like when it is plus and when it's not.
But where you're like,
But I cannot remember anything.
please show pictures. That's usually how I am when somebody tries to explain me counter strategy. It's like, can you send me videos? Show me pictures? Can you draw graphs? Can you draw the hitboxes in my coloring book? Durr.
Looking very good for Voltiyon.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh, but here it starts. Something that often a lot of characters want to do against Chip because you're not gonna match Chip's mobility. Oh my goodness!
Oh no.
The punish and takes the
bait,
burst.
yeah.
Really solid reads. Reading, I want to say, Kujo very much like an open book that first game.
Duel 1.
But we're only adjusting to the RPS. The layers will be synchronized as the set go by. Very early burst. It's gonna hurt Kujo. Not gonna have that for this round or the next one. But the 5 heavy, Voltiyon has been using that 5 heavy really well. I mean, arguably I haven't played a lot of Chip recently, but the games that I've played in the past, I've never seen anybody using 5 heavy that, successfully. Oh, straight into the super. Maybe a little mosquito
So far, I'm not
damage, but-
convinced that this matchup is so bad.
I mean, fighting games be fighting games, and
Fighting games be fighting games.
player skill does offset a lot, especially in Guild Gear.
Was that a double perfect?
That I think so.
I think it was a double perfect. Oh no.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
And still, you're
No, Johnson.
even if you would have like an advantageous matchup against Chip, pretty much no one in the game is gonna take initiative over Chip. So Chip is probably always gonna be the player or the character who gets to play first, who chooses where the RPS takes place. So that's definitely a huge advantage.
Yeah.
And that was actually pretty huge damage for Chip. I keep relying on the old information, like
Nice.
old Exert Brain, where Chip didn't do that much damage, but Chip actually does damage in this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
You think I'm tethered to you, you're tethered to me!
Vittu kun olen hihnässä.
Oh wow, that 5B actually ends up whipping, but the plus frames. Oh, I like that, neutral jump slash.
Wow,
Voltiyon.
Shuriken actually work. Oh no.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah, you can.
That's so good.
Especially from that range when Chip is canceling into
Oh, tries to parry.
the alphas. Definitely interruptible. Nice escapes. Ooh, that's dangerous. Chip actually whiffing 6P, one of the slowest recovering 6Ps in the game. So one of the victory conditions for Chip's opponents. Take advantage of it.
Oh no, this is gonna miss. Has to hold anyway.
Oh, but also misses the punish. They had the right idea. They FD'd the Bunky Messai out, but a little late on the button.
Oh, nice. Steals the burst.
Oh, are they? Still get the jump 2k into an instant 5k. Man, it's looking tough. It's definitely looking Chip. This is what my own Chip games look as well. Because of the fact that Chip, with that mobility and the great buttons, will generally choose where the RPS takes place, what you need to do is try to press your best buttons preemptively a lot of the time and hope that Chip just runs into them. And then out of that one counter hit, take the round. Like this, for example. Yeah, that was 40% of their life. And Kujo only needs one more hit.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh no. Oh, but misses the punish.
I think they tried to get an aerial counter hit there instead of the grounded one. But fear not, Chip.
Oh no.
Alright, there we go. Now that's what it should look like a decent amount of the time against. Oh, I kind of like that. The far slash was, you know, to interrupt the alpha play once again, but a little too late there. Trade in Chip's favor, gets around the Oki.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, massive parry. Oh, there we go. Interruption doesn't get to Gatling into the kill combo. Oh, that's gonna catch!
Oh no, backdashes.
Damn, backdashes in Strive ain't what they used to be. It's like, I mean,
Okay.
backdashes were
Put
pretty.
you on the board.
Backdashes were pretty likely to get caught by supers in the past as well, but especially in Strive. Ooh, big hit. Has to burst. Look at that. Even though they bursted, that was like 1-2 hits, and Chip lost half their life. That is Chip life for you.
Oh. Eh?
That was a really funky looking
That
hit.
was really funky looking, but it got Voltiyon the wall break. So
Oh, that's also a cool upgrade, Season 2. Chip can actually cancel the Rekka 2 straight into Bunky Messai now, so you can go into stuff like that.
yeah, looks really nice.
Whereas previously, if you wanted a combo for like a non-hit Rekka 2, you would have to use meter, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, nice. With the lightning fast, 5B. Now the eternal struggle, how to get out of the... Oh, they got the really good air dash, but the purple RC...
The burst.
We go potentially one hit. They're gonna build the meter.
Oh no! Just I don't know if they didn't realize they had the meter for the super or if they were just autopiloting, but gets the game anyway.
Yeah, sometimes it's really hard to see when you're... You kind of sometimes have to just take an educated guess in terms of how much damage the wall has. And, you know, some moves can't be cancelled into super anymore during the, you know, the 1 second of hit stop you get from the wall stick.
Oh,
Oh, speaking of, Command grabs that reach very far away and catch backdashes.
oh no.
That was one. Now Kujo. Are they gonna live? No, sir.
Nope.
6 heavy does the job. And now Voltiyon, no burst. Kujo needs potentially one hit. Oh yeah, that's smart. That's not plus. That is actually minus for Chip. So if they try to Alpha Blade you and try to press a button afterwards, it's not real. Oh, that was a kill combo, potentially. But Kujo still in position. Oh, that was kind of tricky, that double jump.
Oh, nice.
Oh, smart.
Very nice parry.
Smart. I bet they queued up the PRC option select as well, so if Chip doesn't use the Rekka, they will be safe. Oh, here we go. Voltiyon still a little ways from getting the burst back, so...
Oh no.
Oh, it's gonna come back here. Oh, I think Kujo tried to bait it, but not hitting the timing. Gold burst. Oh my god. 2 guns.
Time for gun.
1.
1.
Oh, using it to approach instead. Oh, good wave punish there.
Oh, the barracks.
Keeps it. Voltiyon. Oh, this is actually gonna be decent damage. The upswings. Is it gonna be enough? Not quite.
Guts for working as intended.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow. Gets there just in time. I mean, that was a heavy
That
combat,
was so
I think.
tense. That was so tense. Yeah, I think it was.
Honestly, depending on the spacing, that could have ended up a round for Kujo instead. But it's that thin line with which Chip lives and dies by.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Oh, very hard bait on the burst. But now, towards the end of the round, it starts being extremely dangerous for Voltiyon to attempt the burst. This is the duality of Chip. It's like, if you want to burst, you kind of have to burst really early, because if you take even a couple of hits, then you're playing a really bad RPS in terms of, you know, are you going to burst or not when you only have 1 hit left. Ooh, almost a punish. I wonder if that instant air dash could be one. Nice. Yeah, has to burst there.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, nice.
Oh no, that.
Oh,
okay.
no.
Voltiyon. Ooh, using the. That was an interesting momentum shift there. Oh! I think that might be enough. This super does a lot of damage.
Will it? Will it kill? Oh, it will.
And it is unscaled as well. If there's one thing that does a lot of damage for Chip, it's like very low scale Xandere.
Yeah.
Oh, that's also a pretty decent amount of damage.
Oh no. Oh, but drops the combo. Time for gun. Oh, no. No gun, yeah.
The downside when you go for the raw Xandere, you probably have to RC it, because, like, that's a tough touch of death scenario. It's a big throw. What are we gonna use this meter for? I think it will catch.
Is it gonna hit? Oh no.
Yeah, this super is just fully inable. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Are we gonna get a disconnection?
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, at least it's like 5 points, so if Voltiyon takes the next one, we're not gonna miss the last game.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it died.
Alright. Wait, did it die for players as well?
Not sure.
Okay, let me do my magic. Not that one. That one. Everyday struggling playing or controlling Strive with the keyboard. Damn it, Kujo taking a round really fast. I'm, of course, not sure if the players noticed that the spectators dropped. But if not, that was a It was a really nice
I actually I actually cannot tell. Oh, I think they're just playing. Yeah.
It's one of those rounds that just happens sometimes against Chip. You gotta be like, your mental has to be really strong when you're a Chip player. I've always respected Chip players in a way, because it takes a lot of character, a lot of patience to not just toss your controller against the wall when you get bullshitted out of rounds like 1 touched, 2 touched. Honestly, big props to Chip players. I have no idea how you do it. Especially old school Chip players. How does one play Chip in like Exert, for instance?
Just gonna go for Voltiyon.
Oh, it's so close.
It's so close.
What's the mix up? But Chip really thrives in this kind of situations when you need only one more hit.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if the opponent gets a counter hit, you would be dying anyway. So, who needs life?
What is happening? Oh. Goes for Voltiyon. Okay. Yeah.
Right, back to rematch.
Okay.
Hope this is not gonna mix up the players. It is indeed still 6 wins for Voltiyon.
I think they realized. Yeah. Okay. So possibly the last match, maybe, or like last game.
It's gonna come up to Kujo's ability to see into the future, as well as complete their combos. I've seen a couple of very unfortunate drops when they've had a kill.
Yeah.
Luckily, a lot of those situations, or like a lot of those drops, haven't affected the outcome of the matches, but you really have to complete your combos against Chip.
Oh! Tried to go for wall slumps, but Kujo wasn't having it.
Oh, jump slash hits from so far. Oh, okay. Sees the dash. Oh, I love that.
Nice.
You gotta
jump this.
Oh, the holy Jesus!
Oh, the combos. What?
That's the first time I see that route. That might have been improvised.
Maybe.
That's actually a cool thing about Guilty Gear, how much improvisation there is.
Yeah.
Especially in the older games, but also in the newer. Alright, Kujo in an okay position. If we disregard the fact that Voltiyon has a positive bonus and just hit the Renka tree.
Nice.
What a challenge.
Very brave challenge.
Wait, that must have been delayed. There's not a whole lot of characters who can actually interrupt that. Doesn't have 50 meter. That would have been a kill otherwise. Still anybody's game. Both players with burst. Kujo fires it.
Oh no.
And there we go, the preemptive button. That's what we were talking about. Sometimes you gotta put those buttons up pretty preemptively and hope to God that Chip somehow that time wants to dash into them.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you have really good risk, or you have really good rewards for that happening, so. Nice, goes under jump slash with 5B. Alright. The dashing beta play doesn't... Oh wait, it ends up converting. And surely Kujo doesn't want to spend their burst here anymore. We can still pray for a miracle. Try to throw a couple haymakers. Yeah, positive bonus, 100 meter. Those 2 RCs. Voltiyon on set point.
Oh!
Big punish. Oh, they're not bursting!
This is gonna hurt.
Oh, dear lord.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, you know what? I think they're purposely holding it. They want to take it to the next round, no matter what happens here.
Probably, yeah.
Alright, I respect that.
Nice. Yeah.
So now this will be for potentially all the marbles for real. The same sequence we saw in one of the previous games. Voltiyon getting decent amount of value for Kujo baiting the burst. Speaking of baiting bursts!
What? Oh,
Backdashing it!
nice.
Fast RC is... That wouldn't be enough, no sir, but...
Not quite, but it's like a couple of hits and there it is.
Yeah, there we go. Voltiyon showing some really strong chip stuff in this set. Obviously, you know, you eat a couple of hits here and there and get murdered from 1 to 2 hits, but hey, that's chip life. The real important thing is the consistency. If you manage to prevent your opponent playing the game often enough, then you're pretty good. And it's such a nice opportunity to get high level chip play like this for the first time in a while. Whew, okay. Welp, that is our 6 matchups of the evening. A lot of good sets. Surprisingly decent amount of 6-7s.
Yeah, most of these were really even, or even-ish.
And most importantly, the Bridget sets were pretty decent as well. I really can't wait to see more Bridget. Can't wait for the character to be a little more refined and people to pick up on all the good tech. And honestly, watching Jalis play, for instance, there was just no hesitation. I think even if there is more tech to be learned, like Jalis, these top players perform really well with, you know, the day 1, the day 2 stuff. And honestly, it works good enough, I think, for now. So we're gonna have to see if Bridget sort of forms out to be a meta competitive character for tournaments. If you can reach that, you know, not necessarily S tier, but at least the A tier, the tier below.
I think I was talking about this with Shady, and he was saying that he thinks that Bridget is going to be a high tier character. But like I've also, in the same vein, I've seen people say that a very squishy, sort of fragile character in a game where top tiers are characters like Nagoriyuki who sneeze on you and then you explode, then it's not gonna be a good mix.
Yeah, it's kind of the curse of Strive meta in a way, because a lot of the top characters are characters that can just, you know, sneeze at you twice and you're dead, no matter who you are. But we'll have to see if you can. One of the options to remedy that is, of course, not letting your opponent play. And Bridget does have a pretty tight set play, I think. You can
definitely.
You can definitely make a lot of your approaches DP save. So yeah, we'll just have to see. Let's see who is online. Where should we send you? The usual option would be EMEA FGC. They have their Striving for Progress intermediate tournament going on at the moment, but I kind of want to mix it up a little. So how about I send you...
Leapfrog is online, playing some nice brisket.
I was thinking I want to send you to a Bridget player, and that's a really good option, actually. Alright, so you know the deal. If you want to play again next week, the sign-up forms are going to be in a lot of Guilty Gear Discords. If you're not sure which one to join mine. The info is on the bottom right corner of the screen. Also, ! Discord, that works too. sign up. We'll set you up with good matches, such as you saw today. 6-7s, perfect matchmaking, flawless.
Good scripting, very nice.
Yeah. Won't be disappointed. All right, we'll see you again next week. Thanks for commentating with me, ULTINEET.
Thank you.
And yeah, have a good rest of the evening. Bye. Bye.
Bye.